I'm in Harmon. He's hilarious. He's wonderful. He's not me on Facebook anymore. Thank God. He was scaring me with that because he was so good at it.
Yeah.
Comedy Writers Guild.
Comedy Writers Guild.
It's a motherfucking Comedy Writers Guild.
Comedy Writers Guild, CWG.
Signal if you can hear my voice. Here is test. Signal if you can hear my voice.
As we cross the river into the evergreen to the land of Tula.
Here is test. Signal if you can hear my voice.
I remember when I built the pyramids, right? It was tough. It was tough as a motherfucker.
Welcome, everybody, to the Comedy Writers Guild podcast. For those of you that don't know, I am Harmon. I am the creator and the host of the podcast. And tonight, with me, I have the young Jamie to my Rogan, Travis Wayne.
Hey, good to meet you. Good to meet you.
So again, if you don't know me, I'm just a small comic from the even smaller state of Delaware who more or less, I just share my comedy online with you all. I fancy myself a writer more than I do a performer. So that's why I had this dream of building this amazing platform for comics and writers alike, known as the Comedy Writers Guild. And so since this is our very first live episode, all episodes will be live. But this is our very first episode, and we are super excited about it. This has been about 2.5 years in the making. Started off as just an idea, graduated to this, and I'm looking forward to what the future holds with it. But I'd like to just take a few minutes to go over what it is that we'll be doing on this platform. The live chat is open, so feel free to say hi or comment along with everybody else hanging out in the comments section. And that's actually a huge part of this podcast too. So everybody, we can see you in the YouTube comments. So everybody just say hi. And the environment that we would like to create is one of originality, and above all else, humor will reign supreme. And I'm not sure how strict the YouTube algorithm is going to be when it comes to working with live streams, but hopefully it's as open-minded as we are, for we encourage all types of comedic input. And let's just hope that YouTube allows us to have this safe space where we can dump our comedic input, whether good, bad, vulgar, offensive, indifferent, so that we can all have fun and think outside the box and work together. That's what the guild's all about. And how this works is we will be putting the beginning of a joke, a concept, or an idea, a joke concept idea, out there for all of you, giving you, the listener, the task of completing the line of thought in the most hilarious fashion possible. For those who wish to contribute, once the idea is dropped, you will have 20 minutes to type it into the comments section, and can also choose from other comments that you feel are funny. And for those of you that just wish to be bystanders, it's highly encouraged that you at least give a thumbs up to the comment that you find the most funny and enjoyable. During the 20-minute time, we will be, or where you will be devising your punchlines, we will try our best to entertain you with hilarious banter on literally any topic of conversation that just happens to naturally arise. After the 20 minutes is up, we will go through and find the 3 top most liked comments, and the number 1 comment will be the winner. And what do you win, you might ask? Great question. The person with the funniest comment is going to be given the option to either call or video chat in for your 20 minutes of fame. So if you're the funniest, if you complete the joke in the most hilarious fashion, you're the funniest, everybody agrees. Uh, you get to come on with us for 20 minutes during this podcast episode. And during this podcast episode, we will be bringing 4 of you on. During that call, when you video chat and call in, we'll all get to know you a little bit better, ask you what your creative writing process is, if you have one. And at the end of your 20 minutes, if you happen to have a joke concept that you don't mind throwing out to the crowd, then we'll take your idea and we'll just repeat the process. Now, if you don't have a concept that you want to get rid of, that's fine. We have plenty of our own, no pressure. Now, on the last episode of every month, this episode or this podcast is going to be happening every Thursday at the same exact time. And at the last Thursday of every month, we'll be doing a roll call survey to see who had the interview of the month. And that person will get to sit in with the panel, which is me and Travis, and you'll be a guest for the entire episode. So that's the gist of the show. Welcome. We're glad for you to be a part of the Comedy Writers Guild. And now we are going to be tossing out the first joke concept. So all right, I'll just toss it out for you. So our first joke concept, really simple. Let's see what you guys come up with. What's up with open caskets? That's it. What's up with open caskets? So let's see who could be the funniest. Use it any which way you want. Use your creativity, use your creative mind, and come up with something funny for what's up with open caskets. Now, with all that being said, we have a special treat for you guys to kick off the first episode. Yes, a special guest. And with this being our first episode, it's only right that we start off with a bang. So we were fortunate enough to have 2 guests on tonight. As a lot of you know, I have started off my relationship with all of you under the guise of Memphis Strangler, aka William Montgomery. And I'm also the admin of the Kill Tony fans page. So I've grown a close relationship with a lot of you watching here tonight. And it's all been through our love of comedy and Kill Tony in particular. So that being said, a lot of my guests, at first at least, are going to be some frequent flyers and bucket pools that I personally thoroughly enjoy from Kill Tony. Our first 2 guests are actually a couple, and they found love while standing in line waiting to have their name pulled from the bucket of destiny from arguably the greatest comedy podcast in the world. And unbeknownst to them, that destiny would find them in the form of love. They both have been a part of a roast battle that I hosted where they tag team my ass. And it ended up being one of my fantasy comedic threesomes, if I'm being honest with you. And I roasted their ass, by the way. So one of them by her Sunday morning podcast, Post Butt Clarity, that she's invited me on before, and her hilarious pronoun joke that has received millions of views and is going viral online. And her better half as a William Montgomery stunt double, his multiple appearances on Kill Tony, and perhaps you stood behind him in line at HEB while he grabs a 24-pack of Dr. Peppers. But he's most famously known for saying, "That's it. That seals the deal. I'm no longer a Facebook fan. I've been a fan since 2000 and a subscriber since 2010. I will no longer watch them, nor will I send them any more money for sponsored ads. I'm taking my fanhood to X after dark, where they run a real social media site." Guys, please welcome Trey Campbell and Lindsey Tyree. So did you guys happen to hear any of the intro?
Yeah.
It was
Okay.
lovely.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, we heard the whole thing.
So did you hear what the joke concept is? The first joke concept?
Yeah, something about caskets, open caskets.
What's up with open caskets?
What's
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of like Seinfeld, right? What's the
Yeah.
deal with open caskets?
What is the deal?
Fun fact, Lindsay used to work at a mortuary.
I did a mortuary.
Mortuary.
You look like you've been eating some mortuary chickens.
I knew that was
Beat
coming.
me to it. Beat me
Yeah.
to it. Yeah.
Whoa, relax.
Yeah, chill. We just got here.
God.
Nah, yeah, so I think that's a pretty cool concept. That's like how I come up with things, right? Kill Tony has actually inspired me a lot because it's not even the joke part of it. There's so much missing content or content that gets missed from the interview part.
Yeah.
You know, there's so much shit that just gets like breezed over. And that's actually something that helps me out with my personal creative writing process is I hear like this little thing that was missed and I love like playing around with words too. So I use Kill Tony to do that. Like if I could, Trey, how would you explain your writing process?
I don't know. Sometimes it just kind of comes to me. I have a Google Doc, and I just write a bunch of them in there. But I'm always trying to think of stuff to say about premises. Like I'm trying to think of what to say about caskets, open caskets. But I don't know. Anytime anybody mentions like a premise or a
Come in, Roy.
plot, I just kind of start trying to figure out how to joke about it. I guess.
Yeah.
It could be anything. I don't know. I just but yeah, that's what I usually do.
So are you the type of person that like pretty much even during regular conversation, you're just the guy joking around about fucking everything?
I try to, yeah. She knows, right, babe? He said like I'm just the guy that's joking around about everything.
Never a dull moment.
Yeah. Pretty much. That's pretty much what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, I feel like that's what a lot of us comics do. Um, so yeah. What about you, Lindsay? What's your creative writing process look like?
So you know how like when you drive, you kind of space out and then you go like 10 miles and you're like, holy shit, how did I get here?
Yeah.
Most of my jokes are written while driving. Just kind of comes with me and I play around with the idea. I also like writing at open mics. Something about seeing other people kind of inspires me to say things. So some of my favorite jokes have been written during a set I had to tune out.
Right.
But I use my phone and I have like a note with just a ton of weird shit written in it. And I just keep adding to it. And it's like ideas that haven't been fully developed. And then new jokes I'm working out. And then the set that I'm doing. Whether it's like a mic or a show or something.
Yeah. You got to be careful with that though. People see you in the back of like an open mic with a notepad and just like writing shit down. That's where Carlos Mencia like writes his jokes too.
Yeah.
You
No,
know?
it's on my iPhone and it has nothing to do with that. Like I remember I was at this mic and the host was talking about raping one of the patrons of the restaurant I was in.
Oh yeah.
And I was he was there. And then I was sitting there on my phone writing a joke about the mountain from Game of Thrones. So it's not really like related to my back injury. So it's not like you're inspiring me by what you're saying, but sometimes it's like, wow, you're so terrible. Let me try to do better right now.
Right.
Yeah.
True. And I usually sometimes I'll just try and like come up with a response to that. Like that guy does that a lot though, so it's kind of hard to respond to it when you've seen it a lot.
You just have to tune it out.
Yeah.
Write your own shit.
Yeah, it was really weird because like this girl was with this guy and they were about the same height, and he's like, I think I could take her off your hands. It was really awkward. It really set the tone at that in Austin, Texas. It really kind of ruined our relationship with that restaurant. So I don't know if we can
I think it was my fault.
Yeah,
that
she
that
did
relationship.
too.
Yeah, I think I killed a
didn't
mic
help.
by accident.
You killed a mic by accident? What do you mean?
Yeah, it was at an Indian restaurant, and they came out in the middle of my set because they like let us go up last. It was already wrapping up, and we were driving past, and they just let us run up. So the restaurant was shutting down for the night, and like 3 people came out from inside the restaurant with a hose and hooked it up. That was going back into the place, and I was like, "Oh, looks like they had to pump in tomorrow's curry during my set. Couldn't have waited 5 minutes." Like, but it turns out that was mildly racist.
Yeah, mildly.
Unlike
the curry. Yeah.
It all depends on what side of the joke you're on, whether or not it's racist.
Yeah.
But
I mean, it's an Indian restaurant. That's what they serve. I
yeah,
didn't think about it.
yeah.
I don't think I've ever had any Indian dish that wasn't covered in curry. That's kind of their whole deal.
Thank you. I'm so not racist that I don't even think about it when I am being racist.
Yeah, you could just see the anger though when they looked over and heard you say that. They tried to like laugh it off,
Yeah.
but it was like an angry type of laugh. They're like, oh,
Oh, no more mic here for you.
yeah. I'm glad she didn't say it in the accent she said it in when she was on stage.
Oh, you used an accent with it.
Did I?
No, you didn't.
Oh, I
But
was asking. I wasn't there, but I
No,
was.
I don't remember. I'm
no,
asking
she didn't
him.
use an accent. No, but then she did at some point. She did, right?
I just carried on.
Yeah, she just curried on.
It's just curry.
Carry on my wayward son.
They were like, "Thank you, don't come again."
Yeah, that's exactly what they did.
Yeah.
I really liked that mic because I could walk there.
It was so close to our old
Yeah,
house.
and then I would just go in like my process at that place. They had like this walk-in freezer with all the alcohol, so I just kind of stood in there and just kind of thought of what I was gonna do.
Yeah, and then Lindsay went and fucked that up for you. You had a good thing going for you.
Yeah,
I know. It wasn't the guy saying he was trying to rape their customers. It was me being
yeah.
slightly.
Oh, that was the same. Yeah, what the fuck? Like they're okay with rape, but don't say curry.
Oh, I mean, that's just cultural.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right. There's the
Oh.
racism.
Yeah, I knew that was coming.
Yeah.
Cut that out. Brian Reckland is over there with all the power to cut that out.
Right.
You can't cut out live feeds, okay?
Yeah, we're live.
Oh,
Yeah, you're live. Keep that in mind. But now YouTube hasn't flagged us. We're good. So another question. When did you realize that you wanted to do comedy? Was it when you were younger or
thank you, Roy.
Yeah. Well, our
you're
our
fine.
landlord came. I apologize, Harmon.
You're
For
fine.
that.
Yeah.
But when I didn't think I was ever gonna do it. I didn't know if I wanted to do it. Like I got coaxed into doing it because I've always been a fan, and I just wanted to be one of those people that hung out around comics. I just wanted to work in the radio, on the radio station.
Oh, that's
I didn't
right.
want to do comedy, but I got coaxed into doing it, and I got coaxed into it in 2022, and I did it that one time, and then I took like 6 months off, and then I did it again at an open mic, and I that was what made me want to do it, is because I did it at that open mic at the Secret Group in Houston, and I just kept going after that, pretty much.
Do you remember what your first joke ever you said on stage was?
Yeah, my first joke I ever said on stage, I looked at Tony Hinchcliffe and I said, "Hey Tony, could you imagine how disappointed an autistic slave was when he found out there were no trains at the Underground Railroad?" And then Tony said, "Don't do your own jokes. We talked about this."
He said, "Don't do your own jokes."
Yeah, he told me not to do my own jokes. He wanted me to just pretend I was William's brother.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
but I changed it. I said I was his son.
Right. Yeah. Oh yeah, what was the name that you came up with?
My name was Jameis Montgomery. If you go back further into the show, William mentions he has a son named Jameis, so I just kind of decided to run with that. I pretend I was the son named Jameis.
Yeah, that shit was gold, dude.
Yeah,
I'm
it
surprised
was
I told you
fun.
to don't do your own jokes. Like I would have said that if that joke was shit, but that was actually a good fucking joke, dude.
Yeah, I got some pops. I was surprised. I was so scared when everybody was quiet for like a second, but then it picked back up because I'd never been on stage, and I thought I'd do the thing where William would pander and say a local athlete. So I said it a local athlete, but he was too obscure and nobody understood it. I was like, "Let's give it up for DJ Augustine," and nobody knew who that was. So they really fucked everything up.
Well, you tried to pander like him.
Yeah, yeah, I've done that some too. Um, I like to pander. That's I do that too sometimes. So it's a lot of fun to pander to the audience.
Oh, for sure. Um, Lindsay, same question with you. Like, when did you know that you wanted to try comedy?
I was at my grandma's house. I always used to go to my grandma's house every summer, and on Friday nights on Comedy Central, they just had straight stand up, like their own Comedy Central stand up specials. Um, and I used to watch that every Friday night. I used to watch it religiously. Then I saw, God, why can't I remember the name of the special? The Louis C.K. special, the first one that came out on HBO. Um, and I was just like, that's it. This is what I want to do. So I remember sitting at my grandma's house, like writing horrible jokes, but I was a child. I have that book somewhere. But it's just always something that I've wanted to do. As a kid, I felt invisible in a lot of ways. And so I saw the comics on stage, on TV, sort of larger than life, like with a mic in their hands, and everybody had to see them and had to listen to them. And I think that was the initial appeal to me. And then I realized as I got older more and more just how wild it is to be able to go up there with nothing and make people laugh with nothing other than what you have up here.
Oh
So
yeah.
that it started with like a kind of sad desire, and then it grew into a passion when I realized like the true art form of it.
Oh yeah, yeah, and that's exactly like what I'm trying to do here with this podcast. Is like I'm a huge fan of the art of it. People don't realize that. Like people think that they just have to write jokes and go up there and be funny. But if you look at the greats realize that there's a fucking art form to this. It's like all you can go up there like an algorithm and do things and be funny. But the true artist, I love the fact that you mentioned Louis C.K. He's one of my favorites. So if he like inspired you, I respect and appreciate that because that guy, it's like everything that comes out of his mouth is just hilarious because he's one of those people that just can take everyday life and relate it. I love him even more now that I'm a parent because he's always talking about his kids, and the shit that he says about his kids are absolutely wild. I don't know if I'd be up on stage saying that, but he has the balls to do it.
I thought you were gonna say, Harmon. I thought you were gonna say, I love him even more now that I'm a sex offender. I totally get it.
Yeah, yeah. Now you actually have to be caught to be an offender. I'm not
Yeah,
registered.
true. Right now, he's just
He's on the lam.
yeah, he's an unrecognized offender.
Yeah, I'm like a trucker in the '80s. Like they didn't catch me yet. You know. Yeah.
Real quick, you guys. We have a lot more viewers now than when we originally introduced the joke concept. So I kind of want to throw it back out to the viewers what the concept is. Right now, the concept we're writing the joke for is, what's the deal with open caskets?
Yep. What's the deal with open caskets? That's also Travis just talking a little business right now. That's also why next podcast I want to have it up on top of the screen.
I actually do right now.
Oh, you have it on the top of the screen?
I do.
My man, dude. I fucking I can't see that, so thank you. Yeah, so like I said, we're still working out some kinks and some flaws, keeping a little kinks. I like some kinks, but yeah. So let's move on to another um question. Have you guys ever suffered from writer's block?
Yeah. I mean, but it usually doesn't last very long. And usually only when I'm depressed. But yeah, I've had times I still don't know, like, if I can write. Um, as I get so in my head that I can't write and like past a certain period of time. But usually it just kind of comes to me. Um, I don't know. I guess it's yeah. I think that when it comes to a writer's block, there's just days where I just can't think in jokes.
Writer's block to him is like 2 to 3 days. That's it's not like a long stretched out thing though. You're always
Yeah, I
you're
get really
always
into it.
toiling around with something.
Yeah, I get really into it for sure.
Well, that's another thing because you kind of you said you had a Google Drive and you like write concepts in there and you kind of like go back to it. That's a great thing with writer's block is you can always go back to material that you previously had and at least kind of fuck with it a little bit, you know.
Yeah,
And that's what I do too. I have in my notes in my phone are fucking it's crazy. I have like novels, and it's just all joke concepts or whatever. So anytime I do have a case of writer's block. I've actually only had it like one time, and it was actually recently. It was when I was writing the roast for you two. I had
yeah.
writer's block because I don't know. There's something about pain in the body, and I fucked my neck up really bad. I was walking around like this for like days. I couldn't move my neck at all, and I was in so much fucking agony that like my brain couldn't even think in jokes. And
Right.
that was
Oh,
like the first time I had writer's block. I ch
well, I think that's an acceptable reason to not write jokes if you're hurting.
I totally
yeah,
get it.
Yeah.
yeah, that's true. I just never it sounds weird, but I never had it before. I hear people talking about it all the time, but I think it's also because I've trained myself. I try to write one solid joke a day, and it's
Right.
like this ritual that I have. And I share a lot of them on Facebook just because I'm more of like a social media person that I am. There's not much to do here in Delaware. So I just kind of share it with you guys and see if you guys get a kick out of it. And like I said, I'm more of a writer than I am a performer. So I'm just like, fuck it. I'll throw it out there for everyone else. Comics out in Austin and everything, they don't do that type of shit because they want to take their material to the stage. You
Right.
guys, you guys live in the mecca of comedy. So you have like 100 different places you could go a night and spew some shit off. I don't have that, so I'm just like, here, fuck it. Look at my work. What do you think? You know?
I do that too. Pretty pretty much every day.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, but I don't know. This is a good way to remember it and see how what people think of it.
I
Yeah.
use social media as like a sounding board, and when people care react to my jokes, I want to kill myself. And so, any viewer watching this, don't care react to my jokes.
Yeah, she hates that.
I really.
Don't what? Oh, care? Are you serious?
Oh my god.
Yo, I'm an exception though, right?
Okay, Herman.
Come
I don't
on.
know if she likes the care react in general.
I don't. I really don't. But when I get just a ton of care reacts on a joke, it's like 6 reactions, which is already low. But all of them are care reacts. I'm like, I have like straight up intrusive thoughts about it.
Well,
Yeah.
I guess if you're doing like a joke where it's really dark and it's like a almost I want to kill myself type joke, and then people are just care reacting to it, you're like, come on, guys, I'm just joking here. Like I understand that,
People
but
care reacted to my. I told you the joke today. It's the one I wrote while driving to work about neurodivergent ways.
yeah, yeah.
Apple Maps, and I just got a bunch of care reacts on that. And I
You
was
know,
like,
you
you
know
want
what's
to hear my
funny?
dark care react intrusive thought? Since you're a care react guy.
You know what's funny? I think I care reacted your comment, your post.
I think that you did. I literally told Trey, I was like, I'm gonna kill myself. I'm gonna blow my head off, and I want you to send a piece of my brain to everybody who's ever carry-acted one of my jokes.
Yeah, it'd be at least 30 people. So you better have a lot of brains.
Oh, I do. You know I do.
Right.
That would be the one thing that people would carry act. Like if you did do that and then Trey was like, well, guys, I'm really sad. Lindsay killed herself. You would just get like 1,000 carry acts
Yeah, I know.
for that post.
Yeah, it would be so many
You just
pieces.
you can't get away from it.
Yeah.
Well,
You
let me
can't
let me explain my side of this, right? So, as you guys know, I started off as Memphis Strangler on this account. So, like, and you guys know him personally, right? Like, I've spoken to him a couple times, once in person, like 3 times on the phone, but like, um, and a lot of people watching this know who he is, but he's like a caring person. He's actually a really good dude, right?
Yeah.
So when I was portraying him online and I was writing in his style, I felt like he would care react things a lot. He doesn't really have a social media presence, but I felt like that would be his thing, was to use the care react. So I started doing it, and now it's just like it's just what I do. And it actually started people care react my shit all the time now because I'm always care reacting theirs.
If I ever do it, it's passive aggressive.
Oh well, then fuck you because you've care reacted my shit before. No, I'm
I
just-
thought it meant you
Tit
love
for tat,
somebody.
motherfucker. I feel like it's positive. Carry act is like positive indifference. It's like hang in there, bud. It's the emoji equivalent to a pat on the back.
Right.
Nah, I think it could be both of those things. I think it could be many things.
It's
Like,
like I love you, but as a friend.
Yeah,
I mean, sometimes I use it like in lieu of a haha react just because the post is like really edgy, someone talking about shooting themselves and sending pieces of their brain to people and things along those lines.
yeah,
That's
exactly.
not a joke. That was an intrusive thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was a joke. It was very much a joke.
It was a joke. We don't even know.
We don't even have a gun.
I'm not even allowed to have a gun.
Yeah.
For legal reasons, that was a joke.
It's crazy that we don't have a gun though. But you know, if she did that, if Lindsay got a bunch of carry acts and decided to blow her brains out, there's one thing we wouldn't have to worry about when she did that. And at the funeral, we wouldn't have to worry about an open casket.
Oh, wait, nice
I marked that
callback.
down.
Nice
Thank you.
callback. I like that.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
know,
what's the deal with open caskets?
they don't. You don't. Has anybody ever done an open casket when they shot themselves in the face?
You can.
You can do that.
Yeah.
That's so like a. That's
Yeah.
so crazy.
You just Humpty Dumpty, you know.
Right. So you just look like a a hamburger. Your face just looks like hamburger meat.
You look like a hamburger helper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think if
I
I
went to
did
this-
that, that's how I'd want to go out.
I went to a buddy of mine maybe about 15 years ago now. He got into a car accident with his girlfriend in the car, and they hit a tree, and they had open caskets for both of them. And I remember going to both of their things, but his upper half wasn't that bad, so he was fine. But hers apparently wasn't so pretty. I wasn't there for it, right? And she was a beautiful, beautiful girl too. And it wasn't so pretty. And they went there, and from what I hear, her family, when they like walked up to the casket, just like lost it. Because I guess whoever does it, I mean, you said you were a mortician or worked in a mortuary or whatever.
And I don't want to interrupt, but you know what's crazy is that you want to blame the funeral director for that, but you can't, because every time a body is embalmed and prepared for service, a family member has to come in and give it the okay.
Right.
Otherwise, they have to redo stuff.
Correct.
So somebody saw that and was like, "Yeah, that's fine."
Yeah.
They must have sent like her blind aunt in there or something.
Yeah.
Just
Or
feeling
that
around.
woman probably hated that person.
Maybe,
It was
yeah.
like, I'm gonna make you look ugly in your funeral. Ha ha.
Oh my god. Yeah. Fucking they had D Madness up in that bitch feeling her face.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. Open caskets are weird. But we are actually coming up on the 20 minutes now, and we're trying to do 20-minute segments with everybody. Guys, I super appreciate you guys coming on and being our first guest on the first episode of the Comedy Writers Guild. I'd love to have you on some other time.
Okay.
And I always have fun talking to you too as well. And thank you for answering all the questions and giving people a little inside scoop of what it's like being a comic in a comic's life. And do you guys have anything you want to plug? Anything going on in the future or anything like that?
Yeah, I think we have our flirt battle in the city of Austin.
Creek in the Cave.
Yeah, Creek in the Cave on February 14th.
At 9 p.m.
9 p.m. We have 5 pre-sales presently.
Yeah, use code Lindsey20 or Trey20.
Yeah.
For 20% off your tickets.
Yeah, how much are tickets?
Like $20.
Yeah,
everything's
it's
at 20.
It's $20 to $15. So if you use that code, you get 20% off your $15 ticket. So that's almost free.
Yeah.
It's like what, $5 off?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
We're gonna be going up against each other, so that'll be really fun. We have some good jokes written for that, and it's just an interesting concept. So y'all should come out. Otherwise, just follow me on Instagram, Cupcake and Comedy. I bought a snake today, so I'm gonna be posting pictures of my snake pretty soon. I didn't listen to your Harmon. I just did what I wanted to do, but we'll catch up later about that. Anyway, goodbye.
Thank you guys.
Can I
Thank you so much,
something?
Of course.
Could you if everybody could follow me on Twitter or X or whatever you want to call it, my Twitter account is sportsrm749. So if you could follow me there, I need people to follow me there.
Sports RM749. And then also Travis is going to be putting in the description below in the YouTube all of the stuff that you're saying. I think he already has some of it, all of your socials and everything.
Yeah, I had the Instagrams on there, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I had a really good thing going with my old Twitter account, but I had to tell Drake I hope he chokes on an Airable Spritz and they suspended me.
Man, that's bullshit.
Yeah, I agree. It's dumb.
I thought X was like a free speech platform.
This was before, and Elon hasn't put me on, so that's why I'm trying to get big on Kill Tony, so I could get Elon to put me back on.
Yeah.
That is literally one of the first things he told me when we started dating. Is that he only does comedy because he wants Elon Musk to allow him access to his old Twitter account.
Yeah, that's exactly why I'm doing it.
Awesome. Well, I hope that dream comes true for you, man.
Thank you. I hope so too.
Yes, sir. Thank you guys for being on today.
Thank you so much, yeah.
See y'all soon.
Bye.
Later.
Bye. I love you. And there they go.
And there they go. There they went. Yeah, that was Trey and Lindsey, everybody. I fucking love both of them. They've been so awesome to me since I've been on here on this account. Travis, how is everything looking in the comment section?
In the comment section, the comment section looks fuller than
a motherfucker?
Than a son of a bitch. Yeah, man, that was fun. It was between you two garden gnomes and the beanstalk giant. That was like an enchanted forest up in here, man.
Yeah, right.
All right. Yeah. So I don't know if you can see the comments. I'm just gonna start reading off some jokes.
I cannot. So yeah, read off some jokes. Do a lot of them have some likes behind them?
Near as I can tell, none of them do. But
okay.
That's all right. All right. So let's start where it starts. I'm just going to read them from oldest to newest. First one we have from Mr. Richard Silva. You'd need an open casket if you had a big bird or if you were a big bird. Let's see. True. Next is...
That's more factual than funny. He's got a point.
Yeah, I mean, boy spitting facts. Next one is from Mr. Jacob Offender Delegal. He says, "What's up with open caskets? Who wants to see a loved one like that sitting there cold and lifeless?" That, again, we're just spitting facts here. All right, and if we scroll down further, we see one from Mr. Joffrey Featherstone, the CWG African American correspondent. He said, I'm not going to do a black voice. I'm not. What's up with open caskets? I know damn well my grandma would be mad as hell if she could see this damn wig.
The fact that it was Joffrey makes it funny.
Yeah. All right. After that, we have one from Mr. Shane Captcha. It says, I've been told I have a closed casket face, whatever that means. I like that. That's a front runner for me. So
yeah, that's a front runner for me too.
He always, like, Shane kills it every time. Viewers, if you haven't seen any of the roast battles, check out the roast battles. Like, Shane put in so fucking much work.
He did.
Amazing. Right after that, we have Offender again. He says, "What's up with open casket? Is it cheaper if they just keep them closed?" Good question. I don't know. Maybe
it is cheaper because they lie to you and there's really no body in there. They toss that body. They're like, yeah, it's in there. Like, how you gonna tell? It's fucking closed.
You got me, man. Next, we have one from Mr. Adam Armstrong saying, "Dying costs so much these days, I can only afford half the damn casket." Well, damn, maybe he should try keeping it closed this time, or just, like, scrunch up real tight. And after that, we have Mr. Joffrey Featherstone once again. Okay, I had to read that one all the way through to see if it's something I really wanted to say. My buddy took his life not too long ago. I really thought his casket should have been opened up like the suicide doors.
Again, because it's Joffrey, that's funny.
Right.
His fucking friends got spinners on his casket.
Yeah, little spinners on there and the hubcaps that stick out like 3 feet out the side.
Yeah.
Pimp. All right. Next is from Mr. Mike J. Davis. It says, "Look, it's the first time Carl has been hard in 40 years. Jake, get off of Carl. I mean, not Jake. Mike J. Davis, get off of Carl."
I wonder why Mike's always doing some gay shit, dude. Why is
it's
he
almost
like he's gay?
One might think, like, he was ramming my ass the other night, and I was like, this motherfucker is likely a homosexual.
Mm-hmm.
He's most likely.
Travis is like, I was sucking his dick the other night, and I just had this crazy thought. I'm like, this guy must be gay.
It's. I'm just gonna go and say it. This dude is gay. I don't care. I'm just gonna say he's gay.
Sounds
I
pretty
don't even
gay.
care. All right. Next is again from Mike J. Davis, who says, "No thanks. I'm not into necrophilia." All right. And that is followed up by, once again, Mr. Shane Captcha. Can I leave my will in that open casket? I want to have a little pants tent. Okay.
His first one was better.
Yeah, his first one was a ringer. Next one. Okay, I have to assume that he said this when we were talking about sex offenders earlier. Mr. Jacob Offender Delegal says, yo, don't be hitting on all the offenders. And then after that, my boy Captcha once again says, "What's the deal with open caskets? That's my impression of a Jewish guy planning a funeral." And once again, we are back to Richard Silva. Shaq is gonna... we have spelling things going on here. Shaq is gonna to have an open casket or Noah's Ark because he wears size 20 shoes. Probably.
Yeah, so they're gonna have to open the bottom half of the casket.
Yeah. All right. Again, back to Offender. What's the deal with open caskets? My OCD has to be open and shut has to open and shut things 3 times. Apologize in advance if I ruin anyone's joke by stuttering. To Richard Silva, Ronald McDonald would have to have an open casket. Sure. And now we have one from Ms. Lexi Lego. What's up with open caskets? It's wild how my aunt's funeral was an open casket, considering everyone she ever slept with put a bag over her head.
Oh,
Lexi bringing the fire.
Oh,
That-
do you
that's
see?
okay.
Do you see one from Mag? I just got a message.
From Mag, not unless he's going by a different name.
I have to ask.
Yeah. All right. Next, we have one from Ms. Amanda Burns. The worst kind of open casket is when the pallbearers accidentally drop it on the way to the grave. Yeah,
Well, they typically close it. Oh, is she saying it opens because they dropped it? Okay, I see.
yeah, yeah, that's a free range casket, my guy.
So far, all right, so let's put this out there. Everybody that's in here, next time that we say the next joke concept, like your favorite one.
Yeah.
And don't just like your own.
Right. That way I'll only read off the ones that have like more than one like or something. Especially as the podcast grows, we might have to do something like that because I don't want to sit here and like read off 1,000 comments.
Yeah.
All right, but we are almost to the end. Next one is from Offender. What's the deal with open caskets? Like, is it bad to cop a feel? I mean, what are they gonna do? Say no? I mean, I know and I respect no means no, but is what it is. Next, we have one from Mr. Dino Rodino. It's just grandma guilt tripping us one last time. I know Betty will cry like a little bitch if she has to look at my pale, bloated corpse. It's what she deserves for not asking the potato salad recipe. Yeah, Betty is a little bitch. No question. Next, again, from Shane. From open mics to an open casket, the Michael Lair story.
Yeah. All right, Shane's got 2 bangers right now.
Okay, yes. If we're counting bangers, that's 2 Shane, 1 Lexi. Next, Offender simply says an open casket. Next, again, from Shane. Will he put up 3? Let's see. Imagine if the Undertaker has an open casket when he dies. Be terrified to walk up to that thing. He's gonna sit up at any minute and tombstone you. Again, we're spitting facts. Let's see.
So as you're reading down, how far are we getting down to the bottom of the list?
I'm at the bottom. Like, if you scroll all the way down to
they're adding more right now.
They are not really, no. But I'm at the bottom. Like, I've scrolled all the way to the bottom. There's, let's see, 1, 2.
All right. So
I see like 2 more.
What we're going to do right now, Travis, let me know if you agree. And you guys know I'm not going to play favoritism or anything like that. I say that Lexi had an awesome one, but I think Shane had 2 awesome ones.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Shane would be the proper guest to bring on. But I would like for you to look for the name Magid Amadrahai.
Magid
A.
I don't see any comments under that name.
Well, you fucked up, Mag. You tried.
Give us a want.
I don't have that on here right now. So he gets a round of applause.
Okay.
For being an idiot.
Good job fucking up.
Yeah, so I say we are Gonna bring Shane on?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yeah, you want me to go ahead and send them all the necessary links?
Guys, we are going to have Shane Lucas joining us here. He's part of the Comedy Writers Guild, has been pretty much since day one. He's been one of the top commenters on the um, not only the Comedy Writers Guild Facebook page, but the Kill Tony fans Facebook page for a while now. He's been contributing a lot to comedy. He's been hitting some open mics. He's from Ohio. You will learn some of that stuff when he comes in here. And yeah, he's become a good friend of ours. It seems like a lot of us who are in here today in the chat and all that are good friends. Here, let me mute this so I can call.
Cough, cough.
And yeah, can't wait to have him on.
Hey, there he is.
Hey!
Oh,
Now I can see you.
there we go.
What's
What
up? What's
happened,
up?
bro? So just so that we know for the future, what happened?
Travis's link worked. Yours did not, my friend.
Oh, okay, Travis.
Just had to have.
If you would just invite everybody from now on, please, and I accept that as my fault.
No, it was like your link was just sending me to the OBS site in general, and Travis was taking me directly to the room. I don't know.
Yeah, Travis
Oh.
likes to take men to the room.
All day, every day, we out here. Also, Lindsay did expand on what she said. She says, it's the action. Taps while reading aloud slowly, looking hard at the screen. And he calls on speakerphone, too.
No, I didn't do it on speakerphone, actually. It is going through my task cam, which is connected to the podcast. Asshole.
Yeah, Lindsay.
Called technology. So let's get into this, man. Congrats on being our first winner of the Comedy Writers Guild, man.
Hell yeah, man. I'm honored. It's really cool what you've created here. Hopefully I sound okay. I feel like I'm hearing myself, but I've never used OBS before. But it's really cool what you've created here and seeing the vision develop from like, I don't know, what, a year ago or so when we really started talking about it and to what it is now, the shit that we've already done with the roast battles. But just to see the first CWG podcast debuting and happening, really fucking cool, man, to have been here since the beginning and still only the start. Can't wait to see how big it gets.
Fuck yeah, man. I appreciate that, dude. I appreciate you being a supporter of this and an active engager in this. We were just talking before you were coming on. We were saying how, what a great job you did as the roast master on both roast battles that we've done so far. And I called you the unofficial roast master of the Comedy Writers Guild. And Travis was like, yeah, you should make him the official roast master. So honestly, I think that's what I'm going to do because you really put some work in, man. And it takes some effort to do that. Not everybody can do it. And you come with the fire every time, bro. So I appreciate that as well.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. I'm honored. And it really, I don't know, it doesn't even feel like I worked like that hard on it. Not to sound like a dick, but it's just, I think it was just something fun and something cool that I was looking forward to. And I saw it as a challenge too, because like I've never really tried to write roast jokes. So it's like, let's do it. And then the second one was another level of a challenge. It was like, dude, you know Trey and Lindsay, they've been on Kill Tony. They're out here doing mics and shit. They're like legit comedians, man. So it was like we gotta show out in front of them, you know. So I think it was just trying to rise to that challenge. And I think when you get a challenge in life, you can take it one or two ways. And I'm not saying I've taken it the right way every time. There's times where I haven't for sure. You can either be like, this is a problem, this is in my way, I don't know what I'm going to do. Or you can be like, this is going to make me better. This is going to make me into the role that I want to be in. But this is going to give me the right to actually be in there, if that makes sense. Like, it's like, I don't know. Think of like a boxer. I'm wearing a UFC shirt. Think of a UFC fighter. You know, you got that challenge. Say you're coming up facing the best fighter there is. You have two choices. You can be like, fuck, this is the best fighter there is, or you can make a name for yourself and you can win. but you can deserve to be called champion. So that's the right way to do it. Hopefully, I keep doing shit like that, I guess.
Yeah, man, and I'm glad you brought that up because like that's the point I've been trying to say, and actually Offender's been trying to say it as well, to people that are already active in the Comedy Writers Guild world. Like we try to encourage people, not in a dickheaded way, but just to put out there, like, hey, man, step outside of yourself for a moment and actually hit a mic. It's a lot different after you hit a mic. All three of us here we've hit mics before, and it's a different animal than it is speaking even online to each other or typing out jokes. It's just like a different breed. So we're trying to encourage that in people here at the Comedy Writers Guild to like you're not going to be Dave Chappelle your first open mic, um but you can eventually uh, be greater than Dave Chappelle if you work at it enough. But you're never going to get there until you take that first step. The corny cliche, it's like a journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step. And what the Comedy Writers Guild is trying to do here tonight is trying to get you to just put that foot out to take that initial step. So hopefully people are in here and they witness what we do, and we try to encourage them to chase their dreams, man, because there is a comedy boom right now, and everybody's going to want to get in it. It's like the initial corn brought. It's when corn brought was brought into the scene. You know what I
You
mean?
know, you
Like,
know.
get on top of the corn brought before it turns into the Bitcoin.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's life lessons right there.
Yeah,
Man, if you know, you know.
exactly.
But yeah, and it's weird to use that example too, because just to go into something, I know you like talking to people about people's writing style, and something that I guess I noticed about my writing style. So I really like Chappelle, right? Like he's one of my favorite comedians, and I even liked his specials recently, where it's like, well, so I don't like activisty comedy. I don't like trying to stand on a soapbox and make a point. But when he does it, it's not like a political issue, right? It's more like common sense wisdom just type shit that he shares. But I like that because he'll do that for 2, 3 minutes and share wisdom, and then it ends in the craziest punchline ever, and you never see it coming. And so I tried to write a few bit. I don't think I'm anywhere near like Chappelle, but I kind of tried to write like that. Then I noticed like you got to earn that. You got to earn the ability to be on stage and have people listen to you for 2, 3 minutes before a punchline to earn that. And if you look at Chappelle's earlier stuff, even punch, 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 punch. So it's just that really helped me with my writing. Also, a great video. Anybody that wants to improve their writing, can't remember who shared it with me, but the Ralphie May Comedy Masterclass, a must watch if you want to improve your writing. But that and thinking about that really helped me try to punch everything up, keep it concise, be able to write more one liners. And hopefully I get to that point where I can share what I think is wisdom, what I hope is wisdom, you know. But I think that's important for people too, because whatever you believe, whatever political side, whatever, you know, it's I think a lot of us get too concerned with like, oh, I'm on stage. Now I can tell people what I think about life. And you can, but you gotta earn that. And by doing that, it's like you gotta do what you're supposed to do on stage. You're going on there to tell jokes, tell some fucking funny jokes, then you can do it. You're going on there to play music, play some fucking great music, then you can do it. So that's not my overall goal, but it's just something that I think, I don't know, hopefully can help people.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. That's something that actually Lindsay touched on too. Like she got into it. I don't. You heard her talk about Louis C.K. and like seeing him go up on stage, and it's there's power behind the microphone, man. Like let me think of an why am I drawing a blank right now? Carlin, George Carlin, dude. Like
Yeah,
think about how
absolutely.
powerful he was behind a microphone with all his political stances, with his anti-censorship stances, all that stuff. There's so much. It's like I think a lot of us look at comics as almost like not profit level, but like philosophical, very
Absolutely.
philosophical people. And some of my favorite philosophers, if you want to put it that way, are comedians, dude.
Yeah.
Absolutely, I agree with that. And part of it's because comedy is the medium you can do it in because you can almost disguise that behind like a hey, I'm joking, so people take it the wrong way. Whereas if you're, politician, lawyer, doctor, whatever other profession people might be in, it's like you get worried about saying anything that people might potentially disagree with. And
Mhm.
now with comedy, you can't just do that. It has to be funny too. But if you can find the intertwine of those two, that's something special, man, for sure.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And there's so many layers. And just like everybody has their own style. We're listing all these different comedians. Like one of my favorites is William Montgomery, right? And look at his style. There's nothing about him that's anything that I just stated, like a prophet or anything like that. He's just a fucking wild ass dude on
Hmm.
stage, and you could just have so many layers and so many styles. And comedy isn't just this black and white thing. It's like you can choose to go whichever route tickles your fancy, and
Absolutely.
it's awesome. So that all being said, let me get into some questions, man. Let me ask you some stuff, just from your comedic experience so far. Um, so
Actually, before you start with questions, should we be introducing the second joke concept while we have this discussion?
oh yes, thank you, Travis, for bringing that up. Um, guys, we are really dropping the ball tonight.
First episode.
What's up with dropping the ball? Yeah. So so I'm gonna skip through to this one. Here's our second joke concept of the night. They say that being a stay-at-home mom is the hardest job in the world. That's it. That's the concept.
Great, great premise.
Yes. They say that being a stay-at-home mom is the hardest job in the world. It's funny because all these concepts too, I already have jokes written about them.
Yeah.
So, actually most of them. There's one that I do not the next one, the third one. There's I
I'm
don't
just saying, I don't know if a stay-at-home mom is as hard of a job as a going to work in Gaza mom, but
I mean, it's actually quite easy. You just like get up in the morning, walk to your place of work, and get vaporized to fucking smithereens. It's,
Yeah.
it's so simple.
true. Don't have to worry about those fucking kids anymore.
Yeah, definitely close the casket on that particular funeral.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right, let's get into some other questions. Is there anything like any memory that you have from childhood that influences like your comedic style or your love for comedy today?
Yeah, definitely. Really two I can remember. Like the earliest ones, I guess. So one of them, we were going on vacation as a family down to Vero Beach in Florida. It's all right. Atlantic, not golf, but it's still going on vacation fun. But I digress. We went with my aunt and uncle. We're there. My uncle was like saying this weird shit to me all the way down. Not like weird shit like some uncles say. Normal weird shit. He would just be like, "There are many books in the library," and I was like, "What the fuck?" Like, and so I was asking. I was like, "What is that from?" And he goes, "I'll show you when we check into the hotel." I was like, "All right." So we check into the hotel, and he plays me. Can't remember what special, but it was a Brian Regan special. And man, nowadays I'm not a huge like clean comedy guy, right? But there's certain guys, Brian Regan, Jim Gaffigan, Nate Bargatze, doesn't matter clean comedy, they're outstanding comedians. And seeing that Brian Regan special really just inspired me. I ended up seeing him live with my uncle a couple years later. It was dope. And the other one, I guess, that kind of got me on the other path of not just clean comedy was my one dude I used to make music with. I went over to his crib. I went to high school with him, so I can't remember if we were making music by then or if I just went over to the smoke. But we were about to smoke a blunt. But his, not really his stepfather, but this dude that was dating his mom was a barber, super cool. And he was cutting hair in like their living room, and he was either cutting my dude's hair or he was cutting somebody else's hair before my dude, but he had a special on. And I don't know what special it was, but it was Ari Shafir on there talking about getting weed from Amsterdam. It's not that great a weed, whatever. But it was hilarious, and that kind of inspired me. The other one I would say, I thought of a third one's last one, but the core, memory um, was Shaquille O'Neal's Comedy All Stars, and specifically that Ari Spears bit, uh, all of it, just about Shaq and Charles Barkley talking about white kids like standing up, like when the black kids get beat, like she can't treat you like that, and he's like, "You gonna get me in trouble?" Like, so yeah, those three, Brian Regan, Shaquille O'Neal's Comedy All Stars, Ari Shafir on that, really inspired me for the future for that.
Yeah, I was gonna say you started that off with mentioning clean comics, and then you stuck on clean comics for a while, and then I'm sitting here like trying to put it together. I'm like, this, my friend right here is not a clean comic. What the fuck is he talking about?
Yeah.
Well, my comedy is far. I don't think I have a clean bit, but what is
Not
impressive
one.
about somebody? Probably not. Well, what's impressive about somebody that's a really good clean comic is that they don't have to rely on the kind of like shit that's naturally funny, swear words, farts, all that other shit. Like, so it helps you write from a specific like word perspective, like the language, setup, punch. How do you word this thing? Like, if you can say something without even being that crazy, that's gonna make me turn red in the face, cry, and laughing. That's impressive.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's why I love Nate Bargatze, dude. He's like probably number one clean comic right now, and he's just
Absolutely.
Oh,
killing.
it's not probably.
Yeah. Well, I'm keeping the other guys like Gaffigan, like they're still around, but Gaffigan's just
Yeah.
getting a little older. But yeah, he's definitely the man. I love shouting out these big guys, but also Comedy Writers Guild is about the little guys too. So that's why we got us on here right now. Not to not give credit to the big guys, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. There's something in my past that I don't know if I've shared with you guys, but I haven't shared with everybody. So when I was younger, so my dad is like probably the funniest guy that I know in real life. Um, you always hear, and I'm not comparing myself to this guy, but you always hear Jim Carrey talk about his dad and how his dad was hilarious and he eventually wanted to be a comic, but he like never got to live his dream. And then Jim Carrey grew up to be fucking Jim Carrey. He's a household name. Um, but like that reminds me a lot. Every time he shares that story, it reminds me of my dad because my dad is fucking hilarious, dude. You guys would love him. He's like one of the boys, and there's no biting your tongue around him. You could say whatever the fuck you want. And my sister's actually funny too. So growing up with me, my dad, and my sister, because they were divorced, like my parents were divorced. So like us three, and we still do it every time we get together. It's like we try to one up each other. So like
Yeah.
somebody will say something, and then it's like it doesn't even have to be something funny. We're just talking normal conversation, and somebody will say something, and then somebody will throw like a punchline in there. And then my sister will come in and try to one up me, and then my dad will try to one up her, and we're always like doing this thing, and it always ends up to the point to where we're like, "All right, Dad, you got that." You know what I mean? Like you take the crown on that one. So that's something in my childhood that like really that I think about with it is just
Yeah.
having that family dynamic to where we're always just trying to one up, and that's what we do as comics too. Is we're always trying to punch each other's lines up or something. And yeah, so that's my memory with that. Let me see if I have another question here for you that might be interesting to talk about.
I'll grab another
Like
brew
so
cup while you're looking.
so how do you feel like with approaching writing jokes on topics that might feel risky or sensitive?
It's actually a really interesting process. It's not really the process, but like I don't know. I never saw myself. I don't know. It's interesting. It's something that really only the last few years I've been doing, but also that's the only time I've really been writing comedy. But I think like not to get too political with shit, but to be honest, my biggest issue with like the election and everything was censorship. Um, I used to be like one of the woker motherfuckers that you'd meet, but like during COVID and shit, when people tried to censor shit, that really didn't sit right with me. And it got me to a point where I rethought, I'm like, should I really be getting offended by all this shit? Like some of the shit, the Kevin Hart getting canceled for the gay jokes, like you listen to that and it's like, he's clearly joking. And so that kind of got me to a point where it's like, you can't be afraid to talk about anything because when you do, you end up living in fear of that thing. And also, I'll shout out my one dude, John, who I've been trying to get more involved in the CWG, but he got me this show we're doing in February. But he was my manager actually at my job and hired me. But he's a big comedy fan, and he would say shit that at the time I was like, "Damn, dude, that's real fucked up," but I'd be dying laughing. And we kind of both agreed to the point. It's like you can't ever be in a situation where anything that somebody can say can take you out of control of how you deal with shit, if that makes sense. Like at that
Mhm,
point, you're letting words get the best of you. I'm a big like sticks and stones can break my bones, but words can't hurt me type of person. Like,
mhm.
and I think that comedy is a great way to take all that shit that kind of divides or makes people uncomfortable and use it to bring people together. Be like, let's all come together just to laugh at this, not take it too seriously, bring a smile on our face about some fucked up shit that's in the world, you know?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. The only time I feel bad about it is like after a mushroom trip, right? Like I'll I'll think about I'll have like a nice spiritual experience. And when I say that, I mean like I feel like I'm fucking dying, but then afterwards I'm like, life has meaning, you know? And then after that, I just look at some of the shit that I wrote and I'm like, oh man, how could I be so insensitive? That's the only time that I like think that way. Um,
Interesting.
yeah. I don't even know why I just fucking said that, but
No,
some
I kind
inspired.
of feel that because it's interesting for me. I try to be like not even try. I just feel like I have some spiritual connection, where you want to call it God or whatever. I feel like there's times I can like tap into something where I'm talking to the universe in a way, right? Not to get too wild, but and there it's funny because there are times I'll be making a joke or writing a joke, and I literally have to think to that, God, whatever entity you want to call it, and just be like, I'm not serious, this is a joke. I don't really want this to happen to that person, whatever. But like I feel that there are times in my mind where I feel like I need to justify it to that higher power or whatever. But I mean, that can help me too, just be like, I still think there's good to do in telling this that's offensive, 'cause it can help people not be afraid of it. But I also have to, if nothing else, say it's a person that doesn't believe in a higher power. That's something I can tell myself to be like, you're not serious about this. This is a joke. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I think you have to have that. If you have that, or if you don't have that, you're not going to be a comic because nothing you say is going to be funny. You have to have that certain switch in you. And like to name a comic that I think gets a lot of hate but shouldn't is Brian Holtzman, right?
Yeah.
'Cause he goes up on stage and he's just fucking crazy, dude. And he just the way he talks about women and and all these things, and even the way that I talk about women, like you guys hear me in the Discord just fucking slamming women all the time. I don't feel any ounce of that in my heart at all. It's just me just being comedic at the time. But if you get to meet Brian I met Brian and I talked to him for like I don't know 10 minutes one time, and you just see he's actually a really good person. Really good person. He has a great heart. But you wouldn't think that, and I think that's why people get so offended by him so regularly, because like you wouldn't see that in his comedy. You think he's this outrageous fucking sexist, homophobic, narcissistic, everything, anything bad you could think he's that, and he's not. And like another thing is like the example that I always use is I think about 9/11, because think about how many jokes are written about 9/11. And 9/11 was like, they call it the day the earth stood still, you know. I don't know how old you guys were, but I was in 7th grade. I remember getting pulled out of school 2nd grade, and so Travis, you were probably in 6th grade, something like that.
I was
What?
two.
How
Not
are you
second
in
grade. I was
7th
two.
grade? You said that you're 35, right?
Yeah.
I'm 34. I was in 4th grade.
We got held back.
Nah, I was in 7th grade for sure.
Did you fucking graduate when you were 13? Like what's happening
I'm a
here?
genius, bro. I mean, no, I was in 7th grade. Think about it. Fucking 2001, 11.
No, my bad. I was in 5th grade.
Yeah, you were.
Okay, all right. Now numbers. We're doing math on this comedy podcast.
Listen, the only math we need is 9 and 11, because that's what I'm talking about right now. All right, but it's such a sensitive topic, but it's used as the butt of so many jokes, man. And like I've even used 9/11 jokes because it's almost like you know, you don't give it any power if you
Yeah.
make jokes about it. But then like last year I told myself, or this past 9/11, I told myself I'm no longer making jokes about it, because I ended up watching this documentary about the firefighters that fell in 9/11. And yo, I fucking cried, bro. I was like, yo,
Yeah.
these men are more of a man than I'd ever be in my entire life. And they're so
Yeah.
heroic. And again, I don't know why I'm bringing this shit up, but it's just like the thing I'm talking about, you know, controversial things, and like
Yeah.
when to know
I get
not
what you're
to talk about
saying.
it. And then
Well,
I'm also
because it's like,
like I'm trying to
sorry.
put into the no, you're good. I'm trying to put into there like you know, not to give these things power
Yeah.
negatively over your mind, and just make light of it.
And that's something I think a lot of people who don't really know comedy fail to understand when like a Tony Hinchcliffe situation comes up, or Kevin Hart, or anything that's like has to do with something on stage that people get offended by. It's like 90, I'm not saying all of them, but 95, 99% of the comedians that you'll meet that are telling jokes like that are the nicest fucking people and are doing it for that reason. It's just the premise of like, when you tell somebody not to say something, that's the first thing they want to say. There's hella guys that'll talk about going to like Saudi Arabia and all these other China and all these places doing a show, and they tell them, make any joke you want, just not a joke about the government. And they're like, well, fuck, I didn't have any plan, but now I have to make one. And
Yeah.
it's just that. It's just that.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's like, don't think of an elephant right now. It's like all
Right.
you're
Yeah.
picturing is a fucking elephant right now. And a second ago you weren't.
Right. Same concept. Absolutely.
Yeah, so we are actually at 19 minutes. We're coming up on our 20th minute. It took a little while for you to get on. I appreciate you coming on, man. Killer joke, by the way. Actually, you had 2 fire jokes.
I had a better one, by the way, that you guys, Travis started one joke lower, and it was necrophiliacs. They love to open caskets.
That was a good one too. I think your other ones were better. That was good though.
But I appreciate you. If I can just plug this real quick,
Yes, sir.
anybody who's in the Pittsburgh area, Shindig's Bar and Grill. I think it's February 21st. I'm pretty sure is the date. Uniontown, Pennsylvania. I'm doing 30 minutes. My dude John's doing 30 minutes. Our 2 other homies are doing their first open mics, 15 minutes. So it's gonna be fun. Slide by, probably be videos on YouTube. And Harmon, I just appreciate you, man, for all that you've done, bringing everybody together. Um, the first podcast's been dope so far. I appreciate you letting me on. Um, it's yeah, it's a great thing, man. It's still just the start. I can't wait to see how far it goes.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. So everybody check out everything that oh yeah, and you want to say your name for social media and all that?
Yeah, Shane Lucas, the real name. Um, Captcha is the stage name, music name. So like on YouTube, if you go Captcha Music, you'll find me. Capture the Moment, you'll find me. Most other social medias, it's either Shane Lucas or Captcha. I'll figure that all out. But
And they'll
I need to
find
plug
you
better.
anytime they'll find you anytime they have to prove that they're not a robot as well.
Absolutely. That's that was the idea. Trying to find the bots in here. I'm trying to keep it real.
Yeah. Well, Shane, I appreciate you coming on, man. I appreciate your kind words and everything. And thank you for being part of the Comedy Writers Guild. You're killing it, man. And I think right now I will make you the official roast master. So I will give
Hey,
you that title. So anytime we have another roast battle, I would be honored if you would be the roast master for us.
I'd be honored to do it, man. I appreciate that a ton. Appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you too. And have a good night, bro. We'll talk after this.
You as well. Peace and love, brother. Appreciate you.
All right. Peace and
Good
love,
night,
dude.
man.
Yeah, that's the man right there. Shane
Yes, sir.
Lucas, everybody, you heard where to follow him and all that. Great guy, awesome comic. If you're ever in a roast battle and you need some fucking help, hit that guy up. He actually got like a little offended, I think. I told him afterwards, I was like, yo, man, I think you might be a roast comic. And he was like, yeah, I'm starting to see that too, but at the same time, I don't want to be labeled a roast comic. And I was like, I'm not labeling you, bro. I'm just saying you're fucking good at it.
Well, Tony Hinchcliffe is pretty well labeled a roast comic, and he's, Tony fucking Hinchcliffe. So,
True.
I mean, it's every bit as much of an insult. It's like, haha, look at big dick guy over there.
Oh, dude, I
What
used to
what a fu-
hate when people called me that. Hate it. Ever since I was fucking 6. Please,
Mm-mm.
Travis, please don't bring that up again, dude.
Yeah, well, then you get hard, and then you were fucking 12.
Yes.
All right. So as for the jokes, this time I decided to be a little bit more intelligent with it. Like every time someone wrote something, I just copied and pasted it into my notepad here. So Maggie, you're over the time limit, but I'm gonna go ahead and add your shit to the file too. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and start reading them off here,
Go for it.
and I'm gonna go a little bit faster than I did last time too. All right. So first one from Christy Bacon. Both of them got a strip, Gaza and the mom. Lego says,
Hold on.
it's-
Read the concept.
oh, the concept, yes. The concept is stay-at-home mom, hardest job, question mark. Hardest job, stay-at-home mom?
There we go. Yeah. Well, it was. They say that being a stay-at-home mom is the hardest job in the world. But that's
Good
fine.
point. Yeah, I was just reading the abbreviated version that fits in a title on OBS here.
Gotcha.
I gotcha. All right, so take it from the top. Christy Bacon says, both of them got a strip, Gaza and the mom. Then we have Lexi saying, it's 2 different workloads in the job description. Oh, no, sorry, I fucked that up. 2 different workloads and job descriptions. Then we have Mr. Jacob Offender Delegal saying, some say stay-at-home moms have the hardest job, but clearly they have never heard of the PR manager for Kamala Harris.
Bringing politics into it. Okay.
Come on now. All right. Still good.
No, it's still good. No, I wasn't saying anything bad. I was just making an obvious statement.
Yes. Then we got Dina Rodino saying, coming up with a joke for this topic hasn't really been done. It's harder than being a stay-at-home mom.
Okay, that was good.
All right, back to Offender. He says, some say stay-at-home moms have the hardest job, but they never had to suck dicks for $20. And then back to Offender. Offender has
Your
probably
mom
more.
did. No, I'm sorry.
Yeah, all good. Offender probably has more than half of the jokes for this topic. Offender says, nope, I was about to read off the same one again. To Christy Bacon again. It's hardest when she's on her knees, actually doing her job.
Damn right.
Yeah, I would say that's
Damn
when I'm the
right.
hardest. Yeah.
Yeah.
Back to Offender. Stay at home mom. Someone's who's looked at my porn history. That's quite a lot of history. They're a whole ass historian. And back to Dino Redino. When the homeschool kid says, "Don't come to school tomorrow." And Bacon once more. When the homeschooler knocks up his teacher. And Offender once more. Stay-at-home moms are now dads too. Chicks with dicks, dads with pads. That's a whole ass slogan. You should come up with slogans for the stay-at-home mom factory.
Factory? What is stay-at-home moms just being produced by China?
Yeah, well, I mean, the stay-at-home babies of that factory is my place. Hey, what's up?
Those are staying womb babies.
Yeah, womb eviction babies. Back to Lexi. Stay-at-home mom, hardest job. And then it says Steve Irwin voice. Crocky, ever wrestled an alligator that shit in its pants? Stay-at-home mom, America's dirtiest job.
That is true. I have changed diapers.
Yeah, that's yeah, I don't want to. And Offender, once again. Stay-at-home moms say they have the hardest job. A veterinarian artfully inseminating a heifer says, "Bullshit." And lastly, the final comment that we have from Maggot A. Being a stay-at-home mom is tough. You try taking cum and wiping bums for a living. People don't understand how hard it is to do all that while your husband is at work.
Yeah.
Okay, I think Maggot might have.
Oh man, I was going towards fucking Offender, bro. I was
Yeah.
at Offender, and then that one just took me out.
Maggot just 9/11 the whole competition, like right there, last second.
Yo, that's funny that you
overtime.
say he 9/11'd it too. Once you see his race,
I could tell by the last name. It's,
I know.
I mean, we out here.
Yeah. So this was my joke that I wrote for it. I said, I hear women saying being a stay-at-home mom is the hardest job in the world. Really? Could you imagine being a police sketch artist living in China? No, seriously. Do he look like this? Or do he look like this? That was my joke.
Thank you for tuning into the final episode of Comedy Writers Guild.
Oh man.
Oh, Peng Dang's coming for that ass, man.
Yeah, boy. Come for me, baby.
All right.
Yeah.
So who do we think is the winner? I think I already know. I mean, Offender, he got the most laughs, but like I think Maggot probably got the biggest laugh of honestly the whole night so far.
I would say yes. I would say Maggot won. I would say Offender hit it inside the park home run, and Mag was just out of the park. Like, if we're comparing it, you know what I mean? So Offender's was really good.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Like Offender, he's like, spraying a machine gun, hitting the target. Maggot, fucking, yeah.
He's flying a plane, dude.
Yeah, 360 no scoped.
Yeah, no, he's flying a plane into 2 buildings. We're taking out 3. Tower 7, baby. Look it up. Tower 7. That was a controlled demolition.
It's funny because 9/11 happened with satellites in outer space beaming down microwaves. Look up cold fusion. Yeah.
Look up Jewish space lasers.
All right. So
We are getting
I
deplatformed, bro.
yes, I mean that's all right. We had a hell of a run.
So if you look in your Facebook messages, I sent you Mag's profile.
Yeah.
So if you could send that to him, please.
Yes. Oh, look at this. I sent him a friend request probably several months to years ago, and he never responded to it.
That motherfucker, dude. I'll tell you what.
I tell you what. All right, while we're waiting on him to get in here, you want to go ahead and introduce the next joke concept?
Yes, sir. Thank you, Travis, for being on top of it. That is why you are my co-host. By the way, I would like to say, and I don't think they would mind me throwing out their names right now. I was talking to a couple people about me making you the host. This is after I already made the decision. This was just like a couple days ago. I was talking to a Fender, and I was like, "Yeah, I got Travis working with me right now," and he cut me off, and he was like, "Dude, I just want to say, my man,
What's up?
what's going on, man?"
Hey.
I'm just wrapping up what I'm saying real fast. So Offender said to me, he said, "Dude, I just want to let you know that I think you made the best choice with making Travis your co-host." And I was like, "Bro, I thank you for saying that because I think the same." And then I was also talking to Freezy earlier today, and he was like, "Dude, Travis is like the man for what you need done here, and I think you made a good choice." And I'm like, "You're the second person that said that." So Travis, I want to say I appreciate you. Thank you for all your hard work that you've done with this, and we're gonna get this thing tip top shape in no time.
Thank you. I appreciate that. That's wild. I am literally a fat retard. But hell, yeah, thank you guys.
In a skinny retard body.
And I mean, between the holidays and drinking 60 to 70, that's not a made up number. I did the math 60 to 70 beers while I was on vacation and then sitting on my ass for 2 weeks because I got extremely sick. I'm hang on, it's not bird chest anymore. Like it's, I don't know. Can I show my titties on camera?
Of course.
Yeah, I'm not all that skinny no more. I need to kind of work on that a little bit. All right, how many viewers did we just lose over that?
Guys, come back, please. It won't happen again. So Mag, I'm gonna throw out this next joke concept, and then we'll get to it, buddy.
Gotcha.
All right. So this next concept is, and guys, feel free to word it any which way you want. This concept that I'm putting out is literally just that, a concept. So you don't have to be literal or anything like that. But the concept is, could you imagine if Caitlyn Jenner was actually hot, like totally passable? And that is the concept. Mag,
beautiful man.
Mag, yeah, he is. Mag, my boy, how we doing?
Yo, doing good.
Good, man. Good. What are you playing?
Warzone.
Fuck yeah.
I am so glad that this podcast is so important that we can't get your undivided attention. I love it.
I'm in ranked right now, man. But I'm paying attention. I'm listening.
Oh, I could tell because you're fucking killing it in the comment section. And I would just like to put
Did
out.
you guys? I missed the reading of everything.
Reading of what?
What are you guys reading the comments? 'Cause I was trying to join.
Well, I mean, you won, so just imagine what you said, except maybe slightly less funny.
I think Mike's just playing favorites.
No, because I got Travis here too. I got Travis here too. And then also, I would like to put out there that when I was messaging Mag earlier, when we couldn't get him on, when we had the whole Shane debacle going on, I was like, yeah, maybe next week, bro. And he was like, only if I win, do not show favoritism. And Mag, you know me better than that. You know I wouldn't do that, but you legitimately won, dude. That was great. The casket, the open casket with the girlfriend or your ex getting with a black eye, that was amazing too. That was good. So Mag, tell us about your comedy career.
There is no comedy career.
Exactly.
Great interview.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I just
Well,
got a
Mag, it
dub.
was nice talking to you. We will see you some other time. No. Now, I was also telling them how you inspired me to hit my mics, and you've been to every single mic that I've been to, and I appreciate that.
Yeah. Yeah, man, you're a natural up there.
I wouldn't go
For
that
sure.
far, but I appreciate the compliment. I wouldn't go that far, though. I'm naturally fucking shaking under my skin. I'll tell you that much.
No, it's weird. You'll be freaking out right before you get on stage, and you get up stage like you live up there. It's crazy.
It's called fake it till you make it, brother.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, same thing with this podcast. You were freaking out before it starts, and now we're having a good time. I know I was freaking out. My hands were shaking.
Yeah, you said that but while it was in the waiting room, he was like, "Dude, my hands are shaking right now."
Yeah,
Like,
no
yeah,
lie.
it's a lot of pressure. But also, what did I say? I said I'm good. I'm good in the pocket. Like once I'm actually doing it, it's like all that shit goes away. But leading up to it, it's like, oh man, this is a little bit too much of a rush. But hey, Mag, would you mind saying my favorite joke that you have written?
Favorite joke?
Don't play dumb. The mama joke.
I honestly forgot. Oh, the one I couldn't stop laughing when I was trying to say it. I honestly forgot how it went. Hold on, let me think. I'm not gonna. I can't say it with a straight face.
All right, say it with a gay face. There you go. That face right there. Yep.
Damn.
Fucking quick with it.
Yeah.
What did I say in the beginning? Growing up, I used to call. No, wait. You gotta help me with this, man.
All right, man. Don't make me say your fucking joke, dude. He has this joke where he says,
Wait. All right. Growing up, I used to call my mom Mama. And one day, Mama got me jacking it on the toilet. That was it. I think.
I don't know why. I don't know why, but the first time he told me that joke, it's when he was telling me that he did stand up. And I was like, "You did stand up?" And he was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Tell me a joke." And he was like, "One day, or growing up, I used to call my mom Mama. And one day, Mama caught me jacking it on the toilet. And then I was waiting for like another bar after that, and that
That
was
was it.
it. And I fucking lost. I was like holding my stomach laughing so hard. And then yeah, your crowd work with the fleshlight joke was actually really good too. That was one of my favorites, but we won't get into that. Yeah,
Those are
so
terrible.
no, they were good. That I tend to think that I know comedy and it was fucking good. But yeah, so you don't really do comedy though, and you don't really have a dream. Do you have a dream to pursue comedy?
I used to, yeah. I think I still kind of do, but I just write for now. I haven't been off stage in a while. It's
Yeah.
been years. But I do enjoy going to open mics and just listening to people.
So if I get back into it and I start hitting mics again, you gonna come with me and actually get on stage?
I text you almost every week. Let's go. You're like, I got kids. I got a wife.
Yeah.
She
It's really
bragging.
not the kids. It's really my fiance. I'm
Yeah, I
just
got you.
kidding. I know she's watching, and I'm just joking. Kind of. But
It's also the fact that you live in the ass end of fucking nowhere and you have to drive 3 hours to get to a mic.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Well, we have to
live like 30 minutes away from one, and Philly's like 45 minutes away.
not from Middletown, dude.
Oh, let's say what? That's an extra 20. No
It's
biggie.
like an hour 15 minutes. And then Baltimore is what? 2 hours.
Oh, you're closer to Baltimore.
Yeah, either way, you're not living in Austin where you can't swing a dead cat without hitting 3 mics.
Yeah, true.
That's true.
True. Um, but yeah, Mag. I mean, you earned your spot on here, dude. It's not like favoritism was chosen. So it's further proof that you are funny, my dude, and you should be hitting some mics.
Barely.
So me and Mag talk on the phone all the time, like on our ride homes from work, and you'll come up with some material. And what am I always saying?
Write it down.
Write that shit down, dude, because you always come up with some fire. And like, I don't know how you don't do it. I could like scroll through my phone right now, and I probably have like 3,000 jokes in this phone, and just write it down, man. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
you start writing that shit down, and we'll be hitting mics again in no time.
Yeah,
I'm
I've
trying,
been jotting them down here and there.
yeah.
I just don't say them out loud. That's the issue.
Yeah. Well, we had a fun time at Kill Tony when we went to Madison Square
Oh, that
Garden.
was hilarious.
Yeah, that was fun.
That was a good time.
That was fun.
Pete.
I'm trying to think of, yeah. Let's not talk about that. Let's not talk about Pete. But yeah, this is another if you know type situation. But I'm trying to think of some things to talk to you about because I know you personally, and you don't really do comedy, but you are a funny guy. I was telling everybody how like I call you the most unintentionally funny person that I know, and I feel
And
like
I
you
get
take.
offended when you
Yeah,
say it's unintentional.
I know. I was just about to say. I feel like you always get offended. Um, yeah, because well, let's be honest here. You'll have like 8 womp womps and then a fucking zinger.
More like 20 womp womps.
Hey man, you just said you got offended. I was trying to make you feel better. But yeah, so you're hard, Mag, because you're not a comic, and I know you well. So let me think of some things that some
Is
questions.
there
That
another joke thing up?
Yes,
oh
there
yeah,
is.
you were here when I said it, dude.
I don't remember what it was.
I said, could you imagine if Caitlyn Jenner was actually
Oh,
hot,
yeah.
totally passable? And you said he's a sexy dude.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Are you sharing? Are you guys sharing your versions? Have you guys
No,
been doing that?
that's the one that I actually didn't write anything to.
Oh, okay.
I shared my version of the being a stay-at-home mom is the hardest job in the world, and Travis said we're definitely getting canceled after that. So maybe I won't share my jokes anymore.
You got any ones for this?
No, Mac.
I mean, off the cuff, I mean.
Oh, off the cuff.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if Caitlyn Jenner was actually hot, totally passable? Yeah, Travis would fuck him.
That's. I'm sitting here looking at the comments that people have already written in the chat, and like that, my name comes up a lot.
Yeah.
Travis is the man.
Hell yeah. The chat knows where it's at.
I know where it's at. That's why my name keeps on coming up.
Well, Travis, we love the fact that you're completely open and honest, dude. It makes comedy so much better. Like I love being honest and kind of like showing my hand to people so that they can make jokes about me and everything. And I think that's hilarious that your name is popping up in this joke.
I mean, it would be even more hilarious too if you would finally be a little bit more out in the open about your foot fetishism.
Me?
Yes, you.
Am I not out in the open with it?
You were at least pretending not to be before. You were saying some shit along the lines of, no, I'm not a foot fetishist, but if I see a very beautiful looking foot, I have a lot of appreciation.
That's true. That's what it is.
That's me like, well, I don't like trannies, but if I see a very beautiful looking girl cock, I just have a lot of appreciation.
All right. Well, here, let me be honest real quick. All right. So like a transgender, you've heard me say this before, probably. If it looks like a duck, it quacks like a duck, it walks like a duck, I'm gonna fuck that duck, right? So that's how I feel about transgender women, because like if it looks like a beautiful woman, dude, I've fucked a fleshlight. I fucked inanimate objects, dude. I'll JD Vance that shit and fuck a couch if it's like, if it's that time. I don't know what that means, but so like I am a very sexual person. So transgender people, if they're totally passable, I see a woman, bro. You know what I mean? I've never partaken in that voyage. I'm not saying I wouldn't if I wasn't with my girl, of course, and all that stuff. I'm not talking about cheating and all that. But
Let's just say your girl grew a dick.
if my girl grew a dick,
Yeah. Yeah,
I mean,
what's
I'm
up?
already with her. It's no big thing, right? But here's the thing. Here's the line that I draw. So like if my girl were to give me a pass to hook up with this like totally passable, looks like a beautiful woman, but has a penis, I'd 100% do it, right? But
Which way?
I would never take anything from them, if you get what I'm saying. And I'd never put their girl cock in my mouth because I have no desire to do those. I've already tried the taking thing part. Even a little
Really?
a finger is too much. Yeah, not taking a dick. No, I never took a dick. That's not what I'm saying, right? I'm a sexual
Not yet.
person and I'm very open, right?
Would you
So,
take
like,
a toe?
no, you're trying to catch me on some foot fetish shit. No,
I mean, what if it's a really pretty toe?
no,
It's
I'm
got
not.
a ring on it and everything.
I'm not. I'm not a. All right, if it's like a Mia Khalifa with like the toe ring and like the toe ring that comes up to an anklet, it's like all connected. Yo, that
You like
shit's
you like a hairy toe?
no. I said I appreciate pretty feet. So hear me out. You ready? So you're making me explain something here, Travis. So is that not considered hooking up with a transgender person if you don't suck their dick?
I mean, you still have a woman with her dick out in your bed.
Hey man, it looks different from behind.
Does it? Does it
Yeah, it looks
really?
different from
But
What do
behind,
you?
right? So, but
sounds like-
here's my point,
Okay.
right? That's the equivalent of admiring and appreciating pretty feet over having a foot fetish. That's what I'm saying.
Chat, what do you think? Do you believe Herman?
Do you believe me? I'm being honest. Hey, you can believe me all you want.
Let's wait a second for the
The way
latency to
you're
go through. I'm about to
explaining-
see a wall of no.
The way you're explaining the whole trans and foot thing, it's like you're going to Disney World, but like you're not riding the roller coasters. You're just playing whack-a-mole. You know?
Yeah, I'm whacking my mole, dude. Yeah. I mean, there's a difference. I would just come out and say it. If I just said all that, don't you think that I wouldn't exert all this energy? I'm not denying. There's potential there. There's potential that I have a foot fetish. There's potential.
This podcast has turned into a therapy session.
Yeah.
Nah, my therapy sessions are way worse, dude.
Well, sounded kind of closeted to me, for sure.
Deeply closeted. Rest in peace, Norm Macdonald.
Rip. Man, the jokes are coming in hard and fast off of this concept. I can't keep up hardly with.
Is there a way
copying
for
and
me to
pasting
see
into
him
it.
too?
No, not
Right.
while you're in here. Nah, I can't even see him either.
Well, that's trans.
That's that's gonna be the new thing. Instead of saying that's gay.
That's trans.
See, this is what I'm talking about, dude. This is your one zinger. Yeah.
William Conway in the chat says he's not gay. He's a deeply closeted gay man. Norm McDonald.
Yeah, I gave that shout out. We might be on like a little bit of a delay, so he might fucking catch up to that in a minute.
Yeah, that's true. There is like a good 10, 20 seconds of latency.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad he read that because I couldn't think of the reference when he mentioned him. I remember.
I said rest in peace, Norm.
Yeah, but I didn't know what you were referring to.
See, even I totally missed that. Like, there's so many jokes coming in through on this concept. I've just been so busy copy paste.
Oh, so you're actually like laying them out in a different spot?
Yes. I'm straight.
Cool. Yeah, that's pretty very trans of you.
Thank you.
All right, Mag. Well, I think we are gonna let you go, man. All right. It was cool seeing you, man, and we gotta link up soon.
All right.
Come hang out.
Next Wednesday, open mic.
Next Wednesday, open mic.
We can live stream it.
I think I might be good for that.
Okay.
Yep.
You heard it, folks.
Yeah, hold me to it. Hold me accountable. All right, dude. Mag, always a pleasure. I love you, bro. And I'll talk to you soon.
All right. See you guys.
Later.
All right. Peace, man. Add me on Facebook finally. Jeez. Time to start reading them off. And there is a lot. Like, probably like double from the last one. All right. We will start with the first one from Jacob Offended Delagal. His joke is gross. Next one, also from Offender, is if Caitlyn Jenner was hot, Travis wouldn't be attracted to her. See, they're coming in. They're coming in hot, fast, and in my ass.
Yo, he said Travis wouldn't be attracted to her.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he
That's
did.
good.
Yeah, okay. You got a strong lead there, Offender, fucking asshole.
That was good. It's like I'm thinking he's gonna say Travis would be offended. Like, dude, that was good.
Yeah, okay. All right. Next fucking joke from Dino Rodino. Jim Norton would cream his pants, and by his, I mean Bruce. Okay.
Yeah, that was good too.
Yeah, these are all right. Comments are cranking up the heat on this one. Next one from Offender. If Caitlyn Jenner was hot, the Kardashians would have had to pull an O.J. Simpson. The glove fits. Next one from Offender. If Caitlyn Jenner was hot, Kanye West would have been gay. I'm not sure he ain't.
Yeah, he's in Hollywood, bro.
Yeah. Next.
By the way, though, did you see his fucking girl?
Whose?
Kanye's.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that everyone with the internet connection saw that fucking.
Bro, I did not know how fucking bad she was, dude, until that came out.
I knew this is not the first time that he went out and paraded her around like a actual sex slave, which I don't know. They might be into that shit. They probably are. I'm kind of into that shit. All right, next from Dan Stinson, he says, Caitlyn Jenner will only be hot in the afterlife. That's a threat, dude. I mean, I guess
going to hell.
If she has an open casket funeral, we'll find out.
There we go, bringing it back.
Yeah. Next from Christy Bacon, she is totally hot. STDs have that bitch's dick on fire.
Okay.
Next from Offender, Caitlyn Jenner was hot, like really hot. We could send her to North Korea and maybe she could talk some sense into Kim Jong-un. Yeah, then maybe if we can get that to happen, then maybe Lindsey will have a more stable connection next time she's on here. Next is from Weird Screen. I'm going to assume this is Erica. If Caitlyn Jenner was hot, Kanye would have brought her to the Grammys naked.
Oh, there we go. I just added 2 things. That was good.
Yeah. Next from Bacon, if Caitlyn Jenner was hot, Harmon wouldn't want to suck her cock anymore. How the turns have tabled.
Yes, the
My
turntables
man,
have turned. Yes.
DJ Bacon. All right, from Erica, if Caitlyn Jenner was hot, she would have had a Diddy tape with Ellen DeGeneres. Yep. Next, from William Conway, Caitlyn Jenner is hot in the same way as Ernest Borgnine. I don't know who Ernest Borgnine is. Is that like Ernest Goes to Camp? Ernest? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. That's the only
Next,
artist I know.
yeah, I think there's only one Ernest, if I'm being honest. Next from Christy Bacon, does she make her kids sit in mommy's lap now? Talks about whatever comes up. She spelled comes, C-U-M-S, whatever comes up. Next from Erica, if Caitlyn Jenner was hot, she would have won a Grammy for Best Country Album of the Year.
That was good.
Yeah. Next from Chrissy Bacon, I'd make sure the glove didn't fit. And next, okay, from Offender once again, Travis's favorite vape juice is trainee cock.
Tranny. Oh, he spelled tranny wrong.
He did. Yeah, that's what
come
you get,
on.
fucking asshole. Trainee cock.
Yeah, that's what the fucking Alabama education will do to you.
Yeah, I'm.
But at the same time, I don't know if you agree with me. I think that Offender's first joke was the funniest so far.
So far, and we're coming down to the end. Like Offender strong in the lead. And there's a few more left, but most of them are also Offender. From Erica, if Caitlyn Jenner was hot, she would have ups. Again from Erica, if Caitlyn Jenner was hot, she would have auctioned off her cock on OnlyFans. I did not know that there was an OnlyFans cock auction.
Maybe eBay.
Yeah. From
More
Chrissy
like
Ba-
gay. Sorry, that was horrible.
I will learn
We'll
to
edit
forgive
that
you.
out.
Yeah, let's. All right, from Chrissy Bacon. If she was hot, she wouldn't have to pimp out her kids to all those other B-list celebs. Implying Kanye is B-list? I mean, Graduation was fire. Yeezus was good. He ain't no B-lister.
No.
All right. Wait, Kim Kardashian in it. I don't know. I don't know this Kardashian shit. I know that dude got a dick. Chick got a dick. I bet I was. From Offender, Caitlyn Jenner passable ... Seems like the negative results of No Child Left Behind. From Lexi, if Caitlyn Jenner was hot, I think it would have been Kris Jenner to come out of the closet. She's always been more manly anyway.
That's factual.
It's also a dude named Chris.
Yeah.
Last one from Offender, Caitlyn Jenner. Yeah, fuck.
General.
Caitlyn Jenner passable. D Madness says, hell no, I ain't falling for that shit again.
Who said that?
Offender.
Oh, dude, I think Offender won.
I think Offender pretty solidly clinched that one.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go ahead and send him the invite now.
Yes, sir. Everybody, good jokes though, man. Good jokes. This is what it's all about. Offender, you are going to be receiving something in Messenger from Travis, as if you don't already know that. And while he's doing that, I'm going to read off the last joke concept. I wish I had these memorized. What's this? That's not what I wanted, but okay. That'll work.
I was grooving, man.
All right. So our last joke concept of the night. I'll wait for you, Travis, because I know you want to type it out too. Let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready.
Okay. Here it is. If an Irish goodbye is when you leave without saying goodbye, then what is an African American goodbye? All right, so now I'll just do what we have been doing. I'll give a little backstory about Offender before he comes on here for people that don't know, that are just watching this or joining the Comedy Writers Guild for the first time. Offender and I have been friends on Facebook for over a year now. He messaged me when he thought I was William Montgomery, and and he just wanted to throw some jokes out there and stuff like that. And I had to, of course, tell him instantly that I'm not William, but he was like, fuck it. Let's talk anyway. So me and him FaceTimed on Facebook, and we had a great time, man. We talked for like 3 hours the first night, and he ran through all these bits, this dream that he had of being on Kill Tony. Excuse me. Show me his Kill Tony rap, which is awesome. There's my man right there. Talk anyway. So me and him, you're gonna have to turn your TV down, brother. Facebook, and we had a great time, man. We talked for like 3 hours the first night, and he ran through all these bits. This dream that he had of being on Kill Tony. Excuse me. Here we go.
Muted entirely
you're gonna
might
have
be
to
the
mute
way to
it all the
go.
way. You hear me?
Yeah.
I know he hears you. We hear him hearing you.
Oh yeah. So yeah.
Are we good now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Well, now we know
What's
how
up?
much latency we have. It's only about 5 seconds. Not bad. So
Not bad.
if anybody cusses, I could just throw one of those in there and blurt it out.
Gentlemen, what's up, dude? Hell yeah, what
Yo.
an episode, bro.
Hell yeah, man. How's everything going on the other side of things, like watching it from YouTube?
No, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I will say, like, the top comics thing, like the comments, that's kind of like an important one. You need to have all messages, you know.
Yeah.
But
yeah, he
and
fixed
then
that.
it's also hard, like, people writing it in there or saying it in that person's voice. I mean, Travis has got a hard job to try to read everyone's comments.
He does.
So.
And copying and pasting everyone's comments, that's a motherfucker too.
Yeah.
But he's doing an excellent job, and like to give a little
Yeah, no, it's great, dude. It's great.
clap.
The guests tonight have been good. The interactions I felt like were good.
Cool.
So
Thank you.
And I feel like this one's going to be good as well.
yeah. You see, I'm repping the CWG Offender outfit now.
Hell yeah.
Fucking love it.
Love it, bro.
Hell yeah.
Love it.
Chilling on the bus.
You want to give like a little backstory of what you got going on right now?
Yeah, sure. So here, I'm gonna sit back here.
Yeah, man.
Y'all can see me all right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so I am in Austin, Texas. It took me about 3 years to finally make this happen. I found comedy when I was locked up. I found Kill Tony, and I was fortunate enough to be in like a work release program. And so during that time, like every time I would get out, I would just like obsessively listen to Kill Tony. And at first it was just because it was funny and it was always new and entertaining. And then all of a sudden I started thinking like almost like the challenge of seeing people like William Montgomery, Michael Lair, you know, even Hans Kim, like lived in his van. Like these guys are chasing this dream and they're writing jokes and it's fun. And so I've always loved telling jokes, and it just like, it was a moment in my brain that clicked. And I was like, when I get out of here, I'm going to figure this out. I'm going to at least go put my fucking name in the bucket. I'm going to try to figure this thing out. And since I've gotten here, I've been here for about a month, and it's been a cool experience. I've had the bus parked right outside of like Creek in the Cave, the mothership. And, you know, I was sleeping on it. So it's kind of a wild experience with homeless people walking by you, you know, guys try to use your mirror. You're like, hey, what are you doing? So, but I've done, I'm at like 36 mics in that amount of time. So
Nice.
in like a little over a month, which is pretty cool.
What's the whole vibe down there? Is it Well, this is the only place that you've actually done mics, so you can't really account for anything else.
Yeah, but I mean, there's a lot to learn from every situation, and there's some comics that you see that you'll catch them at the early mics, but then you don't see them at the other mics, and the reason why is because they actually are on showcases and they work somewhere where they're doing a show, and so that's always interesting when you get to see some of these up and coming comics and ones that are able to entertain a show and stuff like that. I just recently got asked to bark, and that's where it's kind of like, to me, I look at it as like paying the dues, because it's like ground level. You're out there for a show, you know, you get $10 or something. So they buy you some pizza, which is cool for a struggling comedian, you know, and you just try to get people riled up for the show. And this week we had Cam Patterson dropped in, and I got a front row seat, got to see it personally, like right there. And so I'm always constantly reminding myself of like, yo, dude, good job. You did it. You set a goal in that little jail cell. I told this on my EOS paperwork that one day I'd move here and I'm going to figure out this comedy thing.
Hell
And so, and that's why I like CWG so much too, though, is because like y'all met me along that journey, and I had already had this goal and plan and vision. And it's like you guys were like my cheerleaders, rooting me on through the whole process, you know?
Yeah, man.
So,
Yeah.
hell yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man, it's been cool watching your process, man. I was saying right before you came on, I was talking about how we first met, and you thought I was William Montgomery at first, and then I had to,
Yeah, I did.
I had to let you down and be like, nah, man. And
Nah, dude.
I got to admit, I thought you were William Montgomery at first too. Like I thought that you were William Montgomery pretending not to be William Montgomery because you were so dead on with his style of humor.
Dude, that's an honor. That's the first time I heard that one. That's pretty good.
What the fuck do you mean? I told you that. I told you that. I was like, dude.
Oh, did
you?
you?
were like, no, yeah. You were like, no, I'm not William Montgomery, and I was like, dude, that's some shit William Montgomery would say.
Oh, what? When we first talked?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not gonna remember that, dude. I'm sorry, but all right, maybe
I
it's
told
all
him the
first
same
time I
thing.
heard. Oh, that's
I
fucking
was like,
awesome.
I don't know, dude. It could really be you.
Because you
I'm
know
still
what?
not convinced.
I took a gamble at it.
You know what though? Like, I could see that happening. Like William would do that. It'd be some shit that William would do.
Yeah.
But he's not really like social media savvy, and he's not really on social media like that. So I don't know. It was cool, but I met you and you thought I was him, but I instantly told you that I wasn't. And then you were like, fuck it. You still want to talk? And then me and you were like
Hell
talking
yeah.
for like 3 hours that night, just FaceTime. And I got to hear your whole story and like your dream, your goal and shit like that. And then I told you my goal, right? And look at us now.
Hey, look at us now, baby.
Now we're sitting here. You're sitting there in fucking Austin, dude, and I'm here doing my podcast. The two things that we just spoke it into fruition, and that's what comedy is all about, man. You gotta fucking chase it. You gotta chase it.
Dude, I'm so glad you brought in fruition to this conversation, though, because I swear to God, 2025 is the year. I'm telling you, two hot Asians. I've been asking for a long time. I've been manifesting, and this is the year, son. I feel it.
Yes.
Oh man, I hope that for you, bro.
Hey man, I'm trying. I'm putting it out there.
Yeah, watch the two hot Asians. We nuked China and North Korea.
Yeah. What's oh, that's
too hot.
fucked.
Yeah, Travis is like, if this is the year of fruition, I pray Caitlyn Jenner becomes passable.
No, I'm a man of taste. I'm more of like a Bailey J kind of guy.
So I will say there are some stuff like that I have learned and experienced, like simple stuff that like if you are a new comic in the scene and you're no matter where your scene's at, like some things that could help you out. First off, don't be a dick and skip the line and respect the line. That's like a real nice thing to do, to be respectful. Also, if you missed your spot, that's your fault. You missed it. You should have been in there. Don't even say shit to the guy, even if he could get you on there. Nah, dude, you missed it. Because they got to run a show. And I'm just telling you, this is my personal experience of what I've seen, you know? And like
what
that
you've
just
done.
happened to me. That
And
just
what you-
happened to me
yeah.
where I was a bucket pool and I was first. And I didn't know. I didn't anticipate the show starting up right then. Also, if someone says that you're signed up, don't trust that. Make sure. Go to the list and check in. Regardless, you speak to somebody with a notepad where your name's supposed to go. That's a good learning lesson.
Yeah.
And then two, don't be negative. Like, you're going to be around a bunch of comics, been doing it for a long time. Wherever you're in your process, understand and respect that for you and your process, and be so happy. Like, that's my key is like, I just try to be happy and try to get better every time. So I'm like focusing in on that. Like, how can I have fun and be engaged, but also like know that a year from now I'm going to be better. Like, this shit right now is just the growing pains. So,
and if we could take it back, because you mentioned a couple, if we could take it back to 0 real quick, go hit a mic. You got to start there. You know what I mean? So that was great advice that you gave, but that's something that me and you specifically have been talking about recently. Like, go hit a mic. It's one thing to want to try to do this, but it's another thing to try to do this. And can't.
I waited 3 years, practiced every day, said that rap song, my jokes, all till I was blue in the face. Every day. I thought I was a crazy man, you know? And so then I got here and like I've done those jokes and they are good jokes and I stand behind them. But like now I'm developing further into my comic, you know, stuff. So I've done like an offender thing, I've done a Thor thing, and then now I'm just going by my last name, but they pronounce it D-legal, which kind of makes sense. A nice little play on words there, you know. But and I'm loving it. I do love. There's so many fun mics here. There's ways to connect on it. If you don't mind, can I plug one of the
Absolutely.
So there's Austin, Texas Comedy, which they upload almost every day, all the mics. And then there's another one, Austin, Texas Comedy, and then there's another one. I'm forgetting the other one. But it's been an overall great experience. I mean, getting to Bark, being asked to get to Bark was like a huge compliment. I felt like, oh, okay. Even if it's like just for the one good thing about barking is it gets you more comfortable talking to people like they're your friend. Like, that's one thing. Like, when I'm out there on the street and I've been barking for 2 hours, hell, when I step up on that stage, I barked some of those people in those seats. They already have a connection to me. So I just have to make them like me a little more.
True.
And so, and they're comfortable with you. Like, especially if you've seen them a couple times and you had to like bark them really good. The other day I was out there, I was barking. I came up with a new one. I was like, say no to drugs, but say yes to comedy. Come get some right now. Shakespeare's. So
yeah,
it's
man.
been a good time.
Practicing your comedy sales pitch.
Yeah. Basically, yeah. I'm trying to like start actually as an open micer, recruit people off the street to come sit down at these open mics that I'm at any establishment. So then you know me as a person that, hey, even at a young age, he was out there recruiting people, getting them in the seats. I need people to get the laughs so I can understand better. You know?
Yeah.
I've seen rooms of comics where you do your jokes and no one laughs. And this is just part of it. Everyone's got their own reason why, but it's just part of it. But it's hard. It's hard to base sometimes how good a joke could be or what needs to be fixed. And so it's really nice. So anybody that's just consumers of comedy, any open mics you see, please sit down there. Sit with those comics. Give them that chance to get the laughter. That's how they get to be the greats. You know, everyone started off in that open mic stage.
And then also to people, don't get discouraged. This happened to me in my first time that I ever did stand up. Don't get discouraged if the room is filled with nothing but comics, because comics are there. First of all, you got to think like a lot of people are even in their head. You know, they're about to go on stage. They're in their head. They're working out their bits in their head. They're not really fucking focused on you, right? So like, and then also a lot of comics are narcissistic, dude. Like they don't give a fuck about what you're doing. They're waiting for them to start flapping their gums. So if you're at an open mic, and I'm saying this because I'm in like a small area, like Travis said earlier, to where when I go to open mics, it's like 50-50. You got like 50% of the people just chilling, coming there to see comedy. You got 50% people going up on stage. And just don't get discouraged by that. Comics, but if you get the comics to laugh at you, you know you're hitting some gold.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's what I base it off of. The interactions that I have with other comics and stuff when I'm coming off stage, like I was talking about those mid-level guys, you know, they're getting paid, they're doing shows. When they're stopping and like pulling me to the side and like, yo, dude, that was funny as hell. I really like what you did with this one.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think, okay, to pay attention to those people, you know, try to learn and observe from them.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it's fun. It's a great time. Like there's all different types of mics. This kind of reminds me of a style of mic called a topic mic, where you just pull topics out of the bucket. And that's really interesting. That's like Sunset Strip does that here. I want to say that's on Tuesdays. And it's great because like it'll show you your vulnerabilities in your writing.
Mm-hmm.
And how quick. And like there it's really quick because you have to pick, pull, and save all in the same, you know, set. So
yeah.
And there's other ones, tag mics and stuff. And I think that those stuff like this, Harmon, is I think the best for comics, because you're getting the experience and you're getting multiple people of like to help input and like what's funny. And then getting your brain going and thinking about more and more topics. I think this is a genius idea for up and coming comics, even experienced comics.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Let me ask you this, because I just thought of this, and this isn't a question that I have written down, but it just came to me. When you were in the comments section before you came on to here, did you happen to see somebody else's comment that kind of inspired something that you ended up writing? You get what I'm saying? Like,
So I noticed that comment that happened with mine, that me and this other Bacon, we had a similar joke about you know, the tranny cock and stuff like that, but she had wrote it for you and then I wrote it for Travis.
Right.
And then I told her that Travis was clearly the better option and choice because we know that he loves tranny cock.
Yeah, you hear that? You hear that, Travis? And you know what, Offender? I completely agree with you too. Yeah.
I'm just saying, from joke writing principles, I felt like the punch was harder with Travis. I mean, no debate. We could settle it to a debate live. We'll find you guys one. Yeah. I was trying to do the whole show. I was getting after it, and I'll tell you, I was emotionally involved.
Yeah.
You know,
I know you get emotionally involved over tranny cock. I know.
Oh, no.
No, that's me.
No, but I like this show. I want to see it do good. Plus, the concept of it and everything, it's powerful for me. This is a great, like, I took tonight off on the stage, and I was able to sit down here tonight and do multiple writing jokes for 2 hours or whatever it's been.
Yeah. So no, I appreciate that.
I take that as a win.
We're actually coming up on 3 hours now.
Hell yeah.
3 hours.
Hell yeah.
2 hours, 49 minutes. Yeah,
okay.
Man, we started it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
One more time, refresh my memory on what is the okay, never mind. I got it. The topic. I got it.
Yeah.
What, on the topic that I just dropped?
Yeah.
The Irish goodbye? Yeah.
No, yeah. The African American.
Are you trying to get back on there and fucking win again so you can come right back on? Is that what it is?
No. I'll let everybody get their chance, dude. Everybody wants to be a part of the greatness of CWG.
Nah, I love the fire that you got going though. You're like, I'm gonna hang up and I'm gonna start typing right away and I'm gonna get right back on.
Well,
But that's the fucking hustle that you got going on right now, man, and I respect it, dude. You're out there getting it. Like you're hitting multiple mics a day, and I don't know,
Yeah,
man. I'm living
I tried to do
vicariously through you right now.
3 a day is what I really try to hit. What was that last part of that?
I said I'm living vicariously through you right
Nah.
now. So,
Dude, it's been wild past couple days here, son.
oh, I know. You told me.
We're not gonna go into that.
No.
But
Can we?
I'll say this: while sitting in the hot tub the other night, I thought to myself, "Man, this sure is a lot better than that fucking jail cell."
Yeah. Yeah.
Sure as I hope so.
Yeah, nah, it's been great, man, and it's you just try to stay focused, and I try to be. I will say one thing about the Kill Tony, like I don't mean to say it like this, but delusion, right? And I was a symptomatic person of this myself. David Lucas said something one time sitting on his podcast about people don't need to just show up down here and just think they're going to get on Kill Tony and it's going to change their fucking life. He's like, if you really respect it, you'll get out here and hit these streets and you'll do all these mics. And like, that's how I've kind of come to that conclusion of like I'm still a devout KT fan and always will be, you know what I mean? But at the same time, I do see the hate almost for the Kill Tony, like super fanatics, but they don't hit mics. They don't write material. They mess up the play of the show, you know? And so for me, what I think is like to respect the show even more, I'm trying to get better. I'm trying to get really sharp and really solid. Because up there on that stage, dude, it's different.
Oh yeah.
You get up there, start telling a joke, and it don't land right, and you start abort, abort, abort. You know.
Yeah.
It's you end up telling things you never thought you'd tell. You're like, shit.
Yeah. Yeah, just trying to go off the cuff. Yeah, I think I made this analogy about something different a little while back, but I liked it and it stuck with me. But like having that mentality and that mindset state is like going to what's that place where people go and work out and they have like pizza days on Wednesday? You know what I'm talking about?
Planet Fitness.
Yeah, Planet Fitness. They have
the
like
place where Offender parks his bus so he can get free showers.
Yes.
No,
yes.
I got I'm parked at a sweet spot right now.
Yeah, he's got a hose. He takes a fucking dog bath. But it's like people go into Planet Fitness only on Wednesdays just so they can get free pizza, and they stand around and they point at everybody like, look at these fucking guys working out, you know, and then they want to be in the same powerlifting competition as these guys that are working out every day. It's the same thing, you know what I mean? You can't just like expect to be funny and expect to go on Kill Tony and want it to change your life if you're not out there working out, bro. You have to.
They try to do their. I will give the show credit on this. They try their best to get people to be honest about where they're at and what they're doing. Are you a real comic? Because some people live in their short bus, and they really do try to look out for us. And I've been asked that, which is cool. Yeah. It's all good. Yeah, yes, ma'am. Absolutely.
You talk about with Christy, right? With Christy, yeah, because Christy.
But she's a sweetheart, dude. She got a hard job. That's a fucking hard ass job.
She's a hard bitch too, man. She's tough. When I went to MSG, because I told you I spoke with her for like a couple weeks on Instagram before I actually went there, just because I had questions about like the signups and everything, and wanted to make sure that everything was good before I went out there. And when we were standing in line. And because they only brought like, I don't know, maybe 200 of us in. So we're all like huddled. They got rid of the rest of the line and we all were huddled. And I'm standing right next to her, dude. She's screaming in my fucking ear. And she was like, if you're not a fucking comic and this is your first time ever doing a mic, I'm telling you right now, get the fuck out of here. Stop wasting my time. Everybody's like, yeah, cheering and everything. But then go back and watch the first episode of MSG.
I know. I have a joke about it. That's Yasmin.
Yeah.
Right.
Yasmin.
She was the black girl in the checkered
Yes.
outfit with her boyfriend, and he was
Yes.
up on the stage, and she was all, I was just trying to be cute, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got a joke about that. It's like, if I ever get asked, like, no, I take this show very seriously. I like to be prepared. You know what I'm saying? Yasmin.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
uh,
Yeah, man, you got to be prepared, dude. You can't fuck around. We are at 23 minutes with you right now, 24 actually. So we are going to let you go, Offender. We're trying to give everybody the same amount of respect.
hell
and
yeah, I
time.
appreciate you boys. Great job tonight. Round of applause for all of
Thank you.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Do you have anything you want to plug? Do you want to like spell out your name so people can follow you? What do you want to do?
I'm on Facebook.
Yo, did he just
Full
go?
on robot voice.
Yo, you just went. You're underwater right now. I finally get to say that to somebody.
Yeah. No audio whatsoever.
Yeah, no audio. All right, bro.
If you want to plug something, drop it in the comments and I'll read it out loud.
Yep. Drop it in the comments. We'll read it, brother. Love you, man. Keep doing what you're doing.
Peace. All right. And now to the jokes.
Yeah. So I'm going to read it one more time. This is our final one. So we are going to have our final Comedy Writers Guild contestant, I guess we will call it, come on right now. And the joke was, if an Irish goodbye is when you leave without saying goodbye, then what is an African American goodbye? Travis.
Right. And I have been reading and copying and pasting all of these jokes from the chat here, and y'all are racist. Y'all are racist and going to hell. Let's start
Sure.
it where it starts.
I expected more from you guys.
Dan Stinson says, African American goodbye would be a great name for a large ship. Carrying what? To where? During what century?
Yo, Dan, I told Dan this. He's low key. I've already told him this. He's low key one of the funniest people that's in the Kill Tony group and the Comedy Writers Guild group. He doesn't come on the Discord much. Dan, I wish you would come on more, dude. You are fucking hilarious. That was good. All right, I'm sorry, Travis. Go ahead.
No, good. Next is from Dina Rodino. He says, Officer Derek Chauvin. Officer Derek Chauvin.
Oh, shit. You guys are racist.
Yep. Again, from Dina Rodino, going out for milk. Going out for milk. Amanda Burns says, African American goodbyes when you notice your TV is missing. Thank you, Amanda. You are racist. Again, Dina Rodino, parole granted. Parole granted.
Oh, these are good.
Once again, thank you for enjoying our last episode. Christy Bacon says, trading daps at the trading post for the last time.
Trading what?
Daps.
At the trading post for the last time. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Slavery.
And, yep. It'd be like that.
Who said that?
Bacon.
Damn, Bacon?
Right?
Okay.
She's from Arkansas. You got to keep an eye on them, folks.
True.
Again, from Dina Rodino, a drive. Bye-bye. That one kind of got me.
Yeah, that was cute how you did that too. I like that.
Again, back to Bacon, falling through the cracks.
Okay.
Dina Rodino, sweet potato pie. I like that. That's cute. That's like the first and possibly only non-racist one.
Yeah.
Christy Bacon says a blackout in communications. Why's it got to be black? Dan Stinson, African American goodbye is what I frantically yell at the guy trying to wash my windshield at the stoplight. African American, goodbye.
Yeah. Oh fuck. Okay.
Okay, I mean, there's still 3 more to go. I have a feeling Dan's about to come on, but let's hear the last 3. Again, back to Dino. A Hellcat's burnout.
What? I don't get this Hellcat thing, dude. I keep seeing it all over the internet. I don't know. But go ahead.
Okay, I'll put it this way. If you ever come out here to Antioch, Tennessee, it's a little town just right outside of Nashville. From like 11 p.m. to 4 a.m. Just all throughout the night, you're gonna hear bye, 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 bye.
Oh, got you.
All the
Well, no, I've been seeing it as like I've been seeing it online used to explain African American dudes. Like I guess they like Hellcats or something.
Yeah, like I'm pretty big into car culture, and like pretty much almost all of the African American community out here that is also into cars, they either drive like an old classic, like an old like Buick or Cadillac or something like that, or if it's a new one, it's like a Hellcat Charger or a Hellcat Challenger, some type of Mopar. I don't think I've ever seen like a black dude in a Supra. It's always
Unless it
Mopar.
was stolen.
Mopar or no car. I mean, oh come on, now you racist too.
Ah, shit! You caught me.
Yeah. Where is Joffrey on this? Anyway,
All right, Joffrey.
we need our correspondent. Anyway, from Christy Bacon, I believe it's called Evading Arrest.
That was good.
Okay, and last not least, back to Magid, in quotation marks, TikTok, ... Everyone at the party checks their phone for a video message from Tugumbe. They look up, and Tugumbe is gone.
That was Mags?
That was Magged.
All right, Mag. You had your one tonight.
Yeah. Okay, I feel like it is pretty definitively Dan Stinson.
Yeah, Dino Redino though.
He gets, I mean,
solid. Honorable mention for sure.
Yeah, if we were doing this by like most amount of time spent laughing, he would probably get it, but
Hardest
Stinson,
laughs. Yeah.
Stinson, like sniper again. I don't
Do
think
you
I'm
have
friends.
him on Facebook?
No.
Okay, I got you.
Okay. In the future, we might just have to have a system where we like, if we don't already, we should have like a Comedy Writers Guild page, and they can like message the page, and that way I'll see them better. But yeah, if you could just like share their stuff with me,
and then I will share some information about him, like I have been doing.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I found him.
Oh, okay. So Dan, you're gonna want to look in your message requests.
And also this. Oh, he sees the message.
Cool.
The message is seen.
He's technologically savvy. Dan actually is the one. He's the reason why my microphone sounds so good.
Oh, it's him. It's the guy who came in and like he's like the actual audio engineer.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember Dan Stinson. Okay.
Yeah, Dan's funny, dude. Yeah, so you were there when I told him that like he's low key the funniest guy. His comments, dude, on Facebook have me dying.
Yeah.
I remember he said when we had I'm not going to mention any names of people that we had drama with, right?
Right.
We all know who they were.
But by the way, one of them is in the chat right now, so continue.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Is it a female?
No, but continue.
Okay. I'm talking about a female that we had drama with. So
Right.
everybody, if you know, you know.
Yeah.
She made a post, a long post, and Dan came on there and said, "Hey Harmon, is this one of these new retard characters that you're trying out for Facebook?" And dude, it got so many likes. People were fucking laughing hysterically at it. Oh, hold on. Dan just messaged me. Did you I'm not getting permission to use the camera or something. I'm working on it. Sorry.
Make sure that you don't have your camera running through any other applications like
Yep.
Discord or that's the biggest
Yep,
thing.
that's something we had to learn.
Yep.
Isn't running through any other program.
Genius with audio, but this guy's fucked with the visual.
I know, dude. Yeah, but my mic, for some people that might be in here that don't know, I was having so many issues with my mic. People kept saying that I was going underwater. It would sound like I was a fucking robot or something like that. I don't even know what it sounds like. I couldn't fucking hear, obviously. But Dan came on here and he's an audio engineer. He's been doing it for like 20 years or something like that that he told me. And he actually hit me up months before I had this issue. And he was like, dude, if you ever need any help audio wise, let me know. So I took a rain check on that and hit him up. And now I think I sound great. I don't know how I sound to you guys, but
it sounds good to me.
Cool. Thank you, Dan.
Thank you, Dan. Show your appreciation by showing up.
Yeah. Get your fucking video working now, bro. Yeah, but can you read his one more time for me, Travis?
Yes, I can. He did two, and they were both bangers. Yeah. The first one is African American Goodbye would be a great name for a large ship.
Yeah. And then the other one was the windshield wiper.
Yeah, which is funny because like I kind of stuttered on that joke and fucked it up a little bit, so I'll give it a proper go now. African American Goodbye is what I frantically yell at the guy trying to wash my windshield at the stoplight. African American Goodbye. Goodbye.
That is funny.
I love it.
Said, dude, I'm sorry, my phone's not letting me access this. I'll have to figure out how to get this going probably another time.
Well, we are over 3 hours, so like maybe we can give him like a special spot on the next episode or something.
Next episode ? And if that's the case, Dino Redino, if you're still in the chat and you would like to come on, please comment.
Yeah, what to do, Dino?
You want to look him up on Facebook and send him one?
I'm on it right now.
Thank you, sir.
Mm-hmm. There he is. All right, Dino, check your message request if you don't just immediately see it.
Well, I now know who it was that you were saying we had issues with that is in the chat. And I'm half tempted to bring him on.
I would love it if you just kind of let go of that intrusive thought.
Yeah, I mean, not in a negative way.
I mean, the person in question is kind of an intrusive thought.
Okay.
The THOT, it's a joke based on.
Oh.
Bombing on a podcast. Oh, yeah. Okay. Don't worry about it, Dan. It's not entirely your fault. Video Ninja's a finicky bitch. Yeah.
Person who informed me of who is in the chat said Travis makes a good point.
It's all love, though. It's all love. I can barely stand it. All right.
Did
let's see.
Dino read it?
Oh wait, no, he did not read it.
All right.
Dino, check your message requests. Like, go to your messages, and there's probably going to be a little notification up in the corner, and then that's where your message requests are, and that's where you open up messages.
Yeah, we'll get a better system next time. Like I said, we're going to be working out some kinks and flaws in the first couple episodes, but I'm totally fine with it. I think things have gone rather great tonight. I'm happy with it.
Yeah, me too. I mean, this is better than episode 1 of most. Oh, someone's here.
Yo.
Hey.
What's up?
What's going on, brother?
Oh, not much.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know why the hell y'all want to talk to me? I'm a boring motherfucker.
Well, hey, you happen to be hilarious in the comment section, so we'll be the judge of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, do you do comedy at all?
No, I'm just a fan.
Cool. Hey, comedy fans make some of the funniest people. Do you have
my Adam Ray hat?
Oh, hell yeah!
I got my Adam Ray shirt. What'd it do?
Nice.
Yeah. I got what Travis would like to do to Adam Ray on my shirt.
Not unless he grows some tits.
Oh yeah. Hey, he's rich enough; he could buy them. But yeah, you're just a comedy fan, man, which is cool. That's part of the Comedy Writers Guild too. You were you were the second funniest in the comments, but honorable mention, you're on here right now. We had some technical difficulties with Dan, but now you are here. So who's your favorite comic?
Ooh, currently Adam Ray, but I'd say all time probably Brian Regan because I've loved him since I was a kid.
Okay. Yeah, Shane was just talking about him earlier. Brian
He
Regan.
is genuinely great. Like Brian Regan, him and Jim Gaffigan too, honestly. They're so good at what they do that I went for years, watched like at least 3 or 4 specials of theirs a piece, and it didn't click in my head that those guys were clean comics until it was specifically mentioned to me. I'm like, wait, really? And then I went back and watched like the Brian Regan special that came out like 20 years ago. I was like, damn, that was clean as a whistle. I had no idea.
That's because you already have this thing in your head that clean comedy is going to be gay, you're not going to like it. But they do it in such a phenomenal way. Do you write comedy at all? Do you write any type of jokes?
Not really. I mean, I shoot the shit with my friends, but other than that, not really.
So you've never written one joke down?
I mean, not on purpose.
Do you have a favorite street joke that you like to tell?
Oof. I mean, I do have one that I told for show and tell when I was 5.
Let's hear it.
That was fun. I wasn't allowed to do show and tell anymore after that. So it's how do you trap a polar bear?
Oh, I know this.
How?
Go out on the ice. You cut a big hole in the ice, and you put peas all around it. When the polar bear shows up to eat the peas, you kick him in the ice hole.
I've never heard that. All right, I like that. Do you have any aspiration to actually want to pursue comedy in any type of way? Have you ever thought about hitting an open mic or anything like that?
Sure, maybe at some point. Right now I can't really do that because I have a 2-year-old. But
oh, I understand that. That's what Mag was just talking about with me because I have a 4-year-old and an almost 2-year-old, so I know what that's like. And I used to hit a lot more open mics before my 2-year-old. So
yeah,
as soon as you said that, Mag just dropped a whole bunch of laughing emojis in the chat.
Yeah. See, Mag, it's not just me, dude. It's called being a fucking good father.
Yeah, most comedians don't really know about that.
Yeah, exactly.
See, one of the best comics, like on KT, David Lucas, terrible father, never sees his children.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe he does. I don't know the guy.
I don't think that's necessarily because he's a comic, though.
No, I think
It's
he gave the
because
old
he's
African
fat.
American goodbye.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, there you go. You got jokes, man.
See, man, you're funny, dude. Yeah, actually, so you just reminded me. So my ending to that joke was an African American goodbye is a positive pregnancy test.
Mine took a completely different direction than any of you guys took. Mine was an African American goodbye is when he goes to school, gets an education, starts a very profitable business, and then gives back to his community.
Yeah. I remember when you dropped that. I forgot about that.
Mhm.
Yeah, I like that. Tell us. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna take a page out of one of my favorite comedy podcasts. What's the most interesting thing that you have in your fridge?
If you think about this for any longer, we're going to make you take
I
your
don't know if
camera
it's-
over to your refrigerator.
I mean, I can. I don't care. Probably breast milk, just because my wife babysits a baby.
Let's talk about that, bro. So you have tried breast milk, right?
No.
Try it right now live on the podcast.
Yeah. You need to. Bro, hold on. Why haven't you tried it?
Chat, peer pressure him.
Well, my wife never breastfed our kid. We went straight to bottle feeding, and she bound up right away and didn't really have any.
Well, how do you have it in the fridge?
It's my wife babysits for a friend of hers.
Oh, that's even freakier, dude. Yo, getting some breast milk from another source. Okay, yeah, you might have tapped into something I didn't know I had in me. But I'm just kidding, babe. I know you're watching. No, but
I mean,
breast
how much
milk,
money you got? I'll snag you some.
that shit's going. It's like worth its weight in gold. But no,
like an
breast milk, and I know the comments are going to go crazy for all the guys that have tried this or women. Breast milk is fucking delicious, dude. It is so good, even straight from the tap, even like body temperature. It's so good. So this is what I equate it to, and every time I've explained this to people that have tried breast milk, they all agree 100%. You know, if you're eating, and it can't be like too sweet of a cereal, but you know, if you have like Cheerios in a bowl and you put milk in there, and it's like Honey Nut Cheerios, right? Not like the fucking old people shit. Honey Nut Cheerios, and you only put like half a bowl in and you fill it up with milk, right? So there's like a more milk to Cheerio ratio. And when you get down to the bottom of it and you sip that milk, it's just kind of sweet. It's not too sweet, but it's kind of sweet. That's what breast milk tastes like. It's fucking amazing, dude.
You talking about standard breast milk, or are you going colostrum?
I'm going. Oh no, not the colostrum, bro. No, stay away from that. No. And then also, once it's frozen and then you unfreeze it, like you heat it back up, dude, it's like expired milk. You don't want that. But if it's just put in the fridge, or if it's straight from the tap, it's fucking amazing, dude. It's so good.
Well, I don't have kids and I'm horrified right now.
Oh, I thought you were about to say horny, dude.
I mean, a little bit of both. It's
Yeah.
got to get the mixture right.
Oh yeah, you need like a certain balance of horrified and horny.
Yeah, I can't even get hard unless I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, you got to scare me with
Yeah,
it.
that's why it's girl cock only. I need them biceps to be a part of it.
Yeah, your
It only works for Travis if it's that junior high level of he doesn't actually know what's happening down there.
Yeah, exactly. Like you have to scare him with a finger in the ass. You can't just tell him. Yeah, but Yeah, dude, breast milk. Your old lady doesn't have any, so I wouldn't recommend drinking the ladies who she babysits. But if you ever get a chance, if you have more kids, well, you only have one kid.
Oh yeah, we're done.
You're done, dude. Smart decision. I have two, and I know I sound like an asshole father. I am a great father, but it is so much harder once you add another kid into the mix. It's crazy, but
Oh, yeah.
then again, it gives them like a companion to play with and all that. So, but
He can make his own friends.
yeah, exactly, exactly. Yeah, dude. So what we talk about? Breast milk. You really have no dreams of being a comic. You ever drank
Come.
cum?
No.
Dude, let me tell you, bro. You ever had like a bowl of Cheerios? Yeah. It tastes nothing like that. It tastes like cum.
Yeah.
I see you commenting sometimes, dude, and you are a funny guy. And obviously, you were funny in the comment section tonight. So, like, if it's something, if you don't mind me asking, you don't have to answer. What do you do for a living?
I work for a health insurance company.
Oh, okay. Oh, damn, your boss just got taken out, huh? Yeah.
Not that one, thankfully.
Oh, okay. You work for
Yep.
another devil.
Yeah.
This is Mario Mangione.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I got to put my mask on.
Much smaller company, so thankfully not one of those big ones. So
Okay.
shouldn't have any shooters around me.
Yeah, you never know.
Never know. But
Yeah.
also, I work from home, so that'd be really weird.
Oh yeah, get taken out at home by your wife. She's just like, I know you drank that breast milk after what that fucking guy on the podcast said. Yeah. All right. Well, you work for that. What's something interesting about yourself?
Ooh. Oh, well, here's something. Back in May, a few days before my 30th birthday, I had a stroke.
Oh shit. Well, you look fine.
I'm good now. I was out of work for like 3 months.
So what was it, like a blood clot in the brain?
Nobody knows. The neurologist couldn't figure it out.
How did you what were the initial symptoms?
Well, I had a piercing headache, worse than anything I've felt in my whole life, and then my vision went blurry.
Damn.
And it
That's
stayed
kinda
like that
scary.
for about a week.
Well, you didn't seek medical attention after. Well, you work for a health insurance company, so you know better than to actually go get some help because it's going to cost.
Oh yeah, I went and saw help. Went for help the same day. You don't mess with vision issues.
No.
It's usually something brain related at that point.
Oh yeah.
How did you miss work from home job? Like, was the commute too difficult?
Well, when your vision's blurry, it's hard to work on a computer.
Yeah, true. Yeah, so how scary was that, dude?
It was terrifying, especially right in the first 6 months. You don't know if you're going to get another one.
Oh, is that true? Is that how it works?
Yeah.
Damn. And they had
Closer it
no
is to
answers
it.
for you?
No,
That's
no,
the fucking healthcare system.
But as time has gone on, studies have come out that COVID vaccines have been linked to strokes in young people. So I'm leaning towards that's probably what did it.
Oh wow, dude.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. That's fucking honestly one of my biggest fears. I don't know why. I don't have many fears. All my fears revolve around my kids, like something crazy happening to them or something. But one of my fears is a brain aneurysm. Those things are fucking scary, dude, because you never know. You could just be gone just like that, and there's no signs.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, we have fun with it though. My wife calls me Strokey now, so.
Dude, you could write like a whole 5-10 minutes just on that. Like you have it in you to be a comic, I think.
Oh yeah.
You just gotta go out there and do the thing.
Oh, your wife calls me Strokey for different reasons.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Your wife's probably an awesome lady.
Well, she puts up with me. She needs to be.
Yeah. Yeah, you I think Travis is right though, man. You definitely have something in you. I don't know if this how did you hear about the Comedy Writers Guild?
Well, through Kill Tony at first. I was on that other Facebook page, and they were eating a bag of dicks. So somebody recommended your page when you were still impersonating William Montgomery, and then from there, that's how I found all your shit.
Sweet. Sweet. That actually might be a question that I add to my list of questions because I am curious how people hear of it as well. Because uh, hopefully, sometime in the future, it changes. Maybe I'll do like some advertisement or something like that to try to get more exposure and things out there. Well, I appreciate you being a part of it, man, and following the journey and even coming on and watching and showing your support, dude. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah, man, this is a lot of fun. I'll definitely be here for these.
You did come into the Discord once, didn't you?
I think once or twice. It's hard to. It's usually hard to get on there when you guys do it because I'm West Coast and my kid doesn't go to bed till like after 7 West Coast time.
Oh, you hear that, everybody? Mag, did you hear that? You know, he's got kids and he's got responsibilities, and all you guys busting my fucking balls every time I'm putting my son down and I can't get into the Discord. Hey, man, look, if there's one thing I want to say to you, thank you for being a good dad.
Oh, yeah, he's the number one priority.
Damn right.
Always.
Damn right. Absolutely. Well, I appreciate you coming on, man. I appreciate you watching tonight and actually contributing and being a part of it. I hope next week we're going to do this at the same time next week. So hopefully you'll be on here too. And hopefully it's a 3-hour time difference. So you're in Washington, right? You said?
I'm in California.
Oh, California. That's right.
Yeah.
So hopefully the time difference. That's why I wanted to do it a little bit later on the East Coast. So we start at 9 here, just so that it wouldn't start too late.
Oh, y'all are up late.
Oh yeah, it's 12:30 right now a.m.
11:30 at where I'm at. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you're comics though. You're used to it.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. Well,
some of you anyway.
Dude, I have a fucking. I start my job at. I got to be up at 6 a.m. tomorrow to take my son to where he has to go, and then go to work for.
Yeah, we're actually fucked.
Doing
I
dad
have a
shit.
real job
All right,
too.
yeah, you're not gonna have fun tomorrow.
No, I'll be all right though. This is going to give me the life that I need. This fucking doing this podcast tonight is going to help me motivate me tomorrow. I think everything went pretty well.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
So it's Dino Redino, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Fun to say. Yeah.
It is. It is.
Dino Redino.
I thought it was Dino Redino. No.
Whatever floats your boat.
No, I didn't. I don't even know why I said that. Travis, edit that out, please. I sound like a fucking retard.
On it.
But dude, thanks for coming on, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. Maybe Dan will figure his shit out by next time.
Yeah, I was just
Maybe.
Yeah. And we're gonna bring him on next week. We'll give him a little spot.
Yeah.
All right, brother. Take care, man.
All right. See ya.
Later. All right. Well, that wraps everything up. That is our first official episode of the podcast, Comedy Writers Guild. As you heard me tell him, next week we will be here at the same time. We are going to try to do it every single week. I'm actually in the process of possibly visiting Travis here coming up in April because we are going to be putting our names in the bucket, hopefully, at Kill Tony when they come to Tennessee. So we might take a break that week, but we're also thinking about giving you guys some extra content. And while we're standing in line, we will interview potential bucket pools and stuff like that, and giving you like a little, what do you call it, inside baseball of what goes on at Kill Tony, and should be fun. Hopefully that happens. been an awesome episode tonight. Thank you guys for coming out and hanging out. Hopefully you like what we're doing here at the Comedy Writers Guild, and hope to see y'all next week. Travis, take us out.
Yes, sir. All right. Good night, everyone.
Could you call them a bunch of cocksuckers for me?
They're all a bunch of cocksuckers, but they did a great job tonight.
That's right.
I love you.
You
brother.
did a great job. Love you, Joey.